Welcome to another episode of Angel in the Afternoon. I'm, of course, Angel Rivera, alongside my panel, Alex Knight, and Witchy Perfect will be with us in a few minutes. So, how's everybody week going? Jeez, what a long week it was for us.
Great.
Well, I mean, the Yankees advanced last night. I'm sure everybody, either you don't know or you're going to know now. So, we'll talk about this more later on tonight because me and Alex will be back at midnight Eastern, at least, to do this. So around midnight Eastern, and yeah. Now the Yankees will be playing tomorrow afternoon rather,
Yeah.
and Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock Eastern. So
Mhm.
against the Toronto Blue Jays, and we'll give our predictions then, and we'll just do we'll do all that then. But
Yeah.
what a performance by Cam
Oh man.
I
Slitler.
keep
Slitler.
Schlittler. I keep wanting to say Schittler, so that's why I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
stop myself
I
there.
did not see that coming from him. I mean, wow.
But no, I didn't either.
I
I
mean,
mean, that
you
was
wouldn't know that it was his first start in the postseason or that he was a rookie. I mean, you pitched
no,
like he was a
you
veteran or something. And the funny
no,
part was that he didn't show any emotion while he was pitching. He was like, okay, I'm striking out all these guys. All right, all right. 8 shutouts. Who cares? That sort of thing. It was
yeah,
pretty funny.
exactly what he was doing there. It's what it seemed like. He just didn't like. Eh, who cares? I'm doing what I'm just doing
Also,
this.
that Ryan McMahon catch.
Oh wow. I mean, he nearly killed himself there. Luckily,
It was Derek
he
Jeter all over again.
yeah, that's I was like, oh shit, is he okay? Like, okay, he got the ball, but wow, that was the Yankees wanted it more, at least in those two games. Um,
And that win, definitely makes me feel much better about 2004. Obviously, it's not quite the same thing, and the Yankees still need to win
no,
the series, but still, I can now look at it as like, okay, now I feel better about it.
yeah, we've been what 20 years since the last time the Yankees beat the Red Sox in the playoffs.
2003, and
Yeah,
the Aaron Boone
20 plus
run.
years, in fact. Been 20 plus years, so it's
Yeah.
finally got that monkey off our back.
Is the term Aaron freaking Boone back?
Oops, I don't know. I mean, he has to do a little more winning than
Because
that, but
that's what Red Sox fans were saying when he hit that home run.
uh huh.
And so now he's finally beating the Red Sox.
Yeah, and well, game one was a brutal loss. I mean, that was
Yeah,
brutal, but they recovered to win the
yeah,
series, so that takes the sting off a little bit. But
yeah.
wow, yeah. So we'll talk a lot more about that later on tonight, and
And we'll talk
you
about
know,
the other series that's happening.
yeah,
So
yeah, we'll preview the Yankees and Blue Jays, but for now,
yeah, I'm also talking about the other games that are happening too.
yeah, yeah. Let's see, where are we? Here we go. Let's start with this then, since ooh, so
We should get to the Xbox Game Pass thing as well.
yeah, that actually is a good example because well, and if you're in the video game space industry, whatever, a gamer, EA Electronic Arts, one of the biggest developers or publishers in the world when it comes to video games, they have been bought out by Saudi Arabia and Jared Kushner. So now the Saudis and Donald Trump's son-in-law now owns EA basically. So Electronic Arts has announced it's being acquired and taken private in a $55 billion deal involving Silver Lake, Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, and Affinity Partners, which is founded and led by Donald Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner. The deal is expected to close in the first fiscal quarter of 2027, and it's still subject to approval by regulators and EA stockholders. That's just formality.
Like
Everybody's
that's
gonna,
gonna get disapproved.
yeah, that's just a formality. Everybody's gonna approve of this deal. The regulators will because it's Donald Trump's son-in-law, and the stockholders will because it's $55 billion. I mean, if approved, it'll be approved. It'll mark one of the biggest buyouts of a publicly traded company. The transaction was approved by EA's board of directors, expected to close in first quarter fiscal year 2027, and is subject to customary closing conditions, including receipt of required regulatory approvals and approval by stockholders. Following the close of the transaction, EA's common stock would no longer be listed on any public market. Hmm. Transaction will be funded by a combination of cash from each of the PIF, Public Investment Fund, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners, as well as roll over a PIF existing stake in EA. So anyway, the Saudi already owned like 10% of EA to begin with, so now they're becoming majority owners, constituting equity investment of approximately $36 billion and $20 billion of debt financing fully and solely committed by JP Morgan Chase Bank, and 18 billion of which is expected to be funded at close. So in other words, they're got a $20 billion not donation loan from JP Morgan Chase. So
I mean, we got
and
Saudi Arabia buying EA, and now WrestleMania. What is it, 43 or whatever, whichever one it is,
It's
coming to
43.
Saudi Arabia. And then I hear something about recently about NFL in Saudi Arabia. Didn't I hear something about that?
Yeah, there's rumblings of NFL playing a game out there either next year or the
My
year
God.
after, but yeah, so there's rumblings about it. The NFL has not officially announced anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Saudis pay enough, they'll get a game out, NFL game out there next year too. So
Is
let's see.
so? Is Steph about to join in, or I thought she would join in by now? Or,
She said she would join in as soon as her son's father comes pick up their son.
okay.
So it should be soon. I mean, she's let me see. No, it should be soon. I would assume. Let's see. Each PIF Silver Lake Affinity Partners plan to fund the equity component of financing entirely from the capital under the respective control. Oops, I'm on the wrong tab. Let's see. Upon completion of the transaction, EA will remain headquartered in Redwood City, California, and continue to be led by Andrew Wilson as CEO. So
Andrew,
Andrew Wilson's not going anywhere, by the way. So he'll continue. He'll stay on past the sale. So people were hoping that he'd be gone, but no, he's still staying on. So
well,
I
even
don't
if he
think much
does
is.
go on, they'd still replace someone at
Yeah,
least just as fast. So it wouldn't.
yeah, I know how much gamers in particular hate him, but he'll be staying on past the sale. So, but you're right. Even if he was gone, they would hire somebody just as ridiculous and like quote unquote ridiculous, evil, whatever you want to call it, as him. PIF, which already holds nearly 10% in EA, has also poured money into Affinity Partners, which also invests in gaming giants like Nintendo, Take Two Interactive, and Capcom. So the Saudis also have a bunch of investments in Nintendo, Take Two Interactive, which, by the way, the parent company of Rockstar, which is coming out with
I was just
GTA
gonna mention
6.
that.
Yeah, so the Saudis are even have their rub their hands involved in GTA 6 technically, since they invested in
Well,
Take Two.
maybe kind of maybe marketing, but Rockstar's still part of. They're still making the games, so it's. I don't think
Well, yeah, I
Rockstar.
mean,
You know,
yeah, I'm not saying the Saudis are directly involved in it, but they invested in Take Two, so they're going to profit off GTA 6 as well.
yeah.
And Capcom. The companies announced the agreements just day after EA plans to launch Battlefield 6 on October 10th, which is next week. Like other game publishers, EA Business have experienced some turbulence in recent months, with the company laying off staff and canceling the upcoming Titanfall and Black Panther titles. EA also said in January that Dragon Age of Veilguard underperformed expectations. Oh no, shit, it did.
I was
I
just gonna
mean,
say, oh shit.
I can't believe they're shocked by that. Canceling a Titanfall to me was like, really? They went they That's what I was popular at one point,
Yeah.
and that And that Black Panther game, I mean, I didn't really care about it, but people did, so it was surprising that they just canceled these games. Our creative and passionate teams at EA have delivered extraordinary experiences for hundreds of millions of fans, built some of the world's most iconic IPs, and created significant value for our business.
Most
This moment
iconic
is a
IPs that were a long time ago.
uh-huh. And then this moment is a powerful recognition of their remarkable work, said EA CEO Andrew Wilson.
Oh
That's a direct
god.
quote from Andrew Wilson. So yeah,
Just like what Microsoft was saying a couple months ago with their layoffs.
yep. So let me go here because this is the point. This is Microsoft. Whoops, too big. There you go. Um, Lena Khan, who's the former FTC director who was fired by Trump. Microsoft acquisition of Activision was followed by significant price hikes and layoffs. Again, like it's very similar to what EA.
Didn't she work with Biden? I thought she worked
Yeah,
with Biden.
she was in a Biden administration.
Because
She
she
was
said Trump. Oh, okay, fire. Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah,
yeah,
fire.
yeah, she was fired by Trump because she stayed on into the Trump administration, but eventually they let she was fired by him. Uh, both harming gamers and developers, which is true. I mean, as we've seen across sectors, increasing market consolidation and increasing prices often go hand in hand. As dominant firms become too big to care, they can make things worse for their customers without having any worry about any of the consequences. So this is about Microsoft increasing Game Pass. You know, this is what she was responding to
Yeah. So what's the
in
point of Game
2020.
Pass now? I mean, Microsoft just killed the whole point of Xbox Game Pass. I
Yeah,
mean,
and yeah, in March 2023, Microsoft told the court Game Pass prices will not increase as a result of a Microsoft Activision merger. On July 10th, 2023, a federal judge whose son works at Microsoft rejected the FTC's challenge to the merger. Oh, but look at this coincidence. A federal judge whose son works at Microsoft. You see how corruption works in Washington, guys?
yeah.
I mean, the federal judge had a son that worked at Microsoft. So, of course, he rejected the FTC's
I
challenge
mean,
to the
is Don
merger.
Patrick still working at Microsoft? I thought he left a long time ago.
This is just absurd to find this out that that judge should have recused himself, which basically means, look, I can't handle this case. My son works at Microsoft. Get another judge in here. Nope. He just ruled on it. He or she just ruled on it because they want to, they want their son. I assume as an executive, so he massively cashed in on this merger when it comes to stock price. So once again, Lena Khan was right. So of course, guys, here we go. I know Microsoft increased their Game Pass prices from what $15 a month to 30, or is it 19 to 30? It was an insane increase.
Yeah.
What was it? Uh, 'Cause I'm seeing it all over X, but I kind of
I was even
forgot.
saying in 2015 that the industry needs a video game crash because it's going to continue to
Yeah.
just get worse. And I still stand by that today. We need a video game crash because it's all going downhill.
Let's see. Microsoft has implemented significant changes to Xbox Game Pass on October 3rd, 2025, including a 50% price increase for the Ultimate tier to $29.99 a month. A move that's drawn criticism from industry figures and
Oh,
subscribers.
I'm not seeing what you're reading.
Okay, that's easy.
There we
Just the AI part here from Brave. But yeah, it's relevant though. This price hike can coincide with the removal of a 10% discount on DLC for Game Pass Ultimate members. Not only did they increase the price by 50%, but they removed that 10% discount for DLC for the Game Pass Ultimate members. So yeah, not only they fuck you up the ass, but there's no lube. That's what they're doing here. So just cancel. I mean, I don't have Ultimate Tier Game Pass, and I didn't. I had PC Game Pass at one point, but I canceled it. I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't really much for me interesting there. Uh, let's see, which have been replaced by a rewards program that offers points redeemable for gift cards. These changes also include the addition of a 75-day one game release annually, Fortnite Crew and Ubisoft Plus Classics, while Xbox Cloud Gaming has officially exited the beta with improved streaming quality.
I
So
might
yeah,
have. I might have to cancel my Xbox Live subscription or whatever it is soon because this is just. I mean, yeah, I hadn't used my Xbox for years, but I still had an account. But I might need
Yeah,
to cancel it soon because it's just.
Sucking Saudi dick, not to count, just merely stepping up the vacuum. Hopefully, Witchy would be here soon. She said she would be. Yeah. I mean, look. If you're an American, the Saudis are taking over. They're buying into everything. From
I got a call. I'll be back.
Okay, that's fine. Um, they're taking over everything, guys. They're taking over the. If you're a boxing fan, they're involved in boxing. If you're a um if you're a wrestling fan with WWE, they're involved in that too with TKO. You're a fan of MMA, UFC in particular, they're involved with that too. If you're if you have a car and you got to get gas for your car, they're involved in that too. I mean, the Saudis have completely taken over, and there's almost nothing that can be done about it. So we're stuck with them. It's like they're the little brother that we did not want. That's the best way that we can describe Saudi Arabia, and they're going to continue to take over because there isn't much that we can do about it. Um, so yeah, that's that. If you're a gamer, I'm not expecting EA to get any better under the new ownership. In fact, there's a $20 billion debt on Electronic Arts, which wasn't there before, because there's a $20 billion loan from JP Morgan Chase, which is going to be put on the debt of EA. So they're going to want more profits. What are they going to do? Monetization, microtransactions, or most likely get worse under the new ownership. So you play Madden, you play Ultimate Team, you play FIFA, the Ultimate Team, you're going to get microtransactions up the ass. That's why I see me going to be worse now under the new ownership because they got to make that $20 billion back somehow in order to pay back that loan. Oh, I forgot. It's not FIFA anymore. What is it called? EA Football Club or something like that?
No, I think it's still FIFA.
Is it? I thought
Or
they lost the FIFA
let me
license.
let me see.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot it. I forgot it. I think they lost the license, but I
It's
could be.
FIFA World Cup 26. Oh wait, is it? Wait. Hold on. No,
I
that's.
don't. I think they lost the license, but I could be wrong.
Uh,
Um.
oh yeah, it's called EA Sports FC. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what I thought it was. Yeah. So it's not FIFA anymore. They lost the license, but it still applies. I mean, their Ultimate Team, they still have Ultimate Team for that game, and they are just they're gonna rob you blind.
What I do
What
find
about
really funny though is that Call of Duty Black Ops 7, the Battlefield 6 competitor, it's just so funny how it's been ratio to hell since the beginning with all their videos, trailers, and it's just nobody gives a shit.
you know? And it's not. And I'm I'm kind of worried about it's that new Mass Effect. Like, what are they going? What is the new ownership going to do with that game? Are they just going to cancel it blatantly, or is it going to be significantly changed or
Yeah,
whatever
there was a
title was
teaser for
going?
it like a couple years ago, and we haven't heard anything since. So
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering why it haven't really heard, but I'm worried about that game because that's the only thing that I'm concerned about when it comes to Microsoft because or not Microsoft by EA because they own BioWare and they're developing that new Mass Effect. Is it going to become a live services game? Oh god, that's going to be a train wreck. Is it going to they're going to leave it alone? I hope so because I'm assuming it's going to be a single player RPG experience like the original ones were.
well,
So
the
that's what I'm
best
hoping.
RPG studio now is Larian Studios, the guys from Baldur's Gate 3. Those are the
Yeah,
kings of.
they seem to have like taken over for Mass Effect and Bioware, where because EA just ruined the new Dragon Age. It's like you can't be evil in that game. Which I'm sorry to be getting into, complaining about video games, but you can't really be a bad, like evil choices and stuff. That really doesn't exist in that game. It's like you can't be evil. It's like, really? I mean, this is an RPG. If I want to be evil, I'm going to be evil. It's like, nope, you can't do that. if you yell
And
at
the other
somebody,
worry is how is Elder Scrolls 6 going to do from Bethesda? People are worried after from their latest failures, especially Starfield. So
that's brutal.
I'm worried too.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I think the industry does need a crash. But here's the thing: the double A games like Kingdom Come Deliverance, those games are a lot of those double A games are fantastic.
Yeah, and
So
that Expedition 33 or whatever that game's called. That other
yeah.
art.
Let's see. Oh,
But man, May 26, 2026. That's going to be the most important day of all time.
the gaming industry is not going to be the same, I suspect, after that game comes out.
Yeah.
Because like it's gonna be the GTA 6 is gonna change everything, and
Hmm.
everybody else will be playing catch up in the AAA industry.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's going to break GTA 5's own record for sure. Um,
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, and GTA 5 sold out within hours, or even within hours. They turned a profit on that game already with a $300 million budget, whatever it was. Now, no, actually, what was it 165 million? It was a crazy number they spent on GTA 5.
yeah.
I think the budget for GTA 6 around 300 million. So,
Well, I mean, it's been rumored that the budget could be like 2 billion, but that hasn't been confirmed.
oh
So
right, I did hear I did hear that 2 billion number, but I think that's just rumors, because
yeah,
if it is 2 billion, shit, I mean, that better change the gaming industry forever.
yeah,
Because if it's, but I expect it to. It's Rockstar, Then,
yeah.
yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 was incredible. I'm almost done with it. Been playing over 100
You
hours
still
in it.
haven't beaten it?
No, dude, I mean, I don't have. My time is limited, so my gaming time is limited. I play like 2 hours at a time when I
Well, you
can.
definitely got to finish it. It's incredible, the story.
Yeah, I know. I do. I'm almost done with it though. So,
Yeah.
um, Europe plans $165 billion loan for Ukraine using frozen Russian funds. Moscow vows response. So Europe basically is taking $165 billion, which they froze from Russia, and just handing it over to Ukraine. Just stealing, blatantly robbing Russia to give money to Ukraine in order to continue the war. Isn't that ironic? The
Ukraine,
Russians are
oh,
funding their own war.
Ukraine and Coke. Oh yeah, that would be Zelensky.
uh, okay, so let's see. The European Union is planning to provide Ukraine with a $165 billion loan to support the war effort. The loan will be backed with Russian assets frozen by Western nations. So Russia is funding their own war against them, basically. The Kremlin stated the EU scheme amounted to theft and pledged a response. It is theft. It's blatant theft. Under the plan, European nations would lend Ukraine 165 billion. Kyiv would not have to begin repaying until Ukraine receives war reparations from Russia, which is not going to happen. The Russians are never going to pay war reparations. It's unlikely Moscow will ever make post-war payments to Kyiv unless Russia loses the war, which they're not losing the war. So basically, it's not a loan. It's them calling it a loan, but ultimately they're not going to get any of that money back because the Russians are never making war payments, and then they're not losing this war. The EU holds about 200 billion in frozen Russian assets. Some nations have already tapped into those funds to send arms to Ukraine. The Danish prime minister said that the bloc is making progress in implementing the planned loan. However, legal hurdles remain. Some members of the EU are hesitant to implement the scheme, and the European Central Bank is concerned that using frozen Russian assets will hurt the credibility of the euro, which it will. Europe sees the loan as necessary to fund the proxy war against Russia and Ukraine. Ukrainian President Zelensky has said the war will cost $120 billion. What a coincidence. It's almost the exact number of the loan. And Kyiv can only provide $60 billion. Previously, Washington paid for the bulk of Western military aid to Kyiv, but President Trump has demanded that Europe arm Ukraine by buying American weapons. So it's like, yeah, use European money to buy weapons from us in order for us to turn a profit, or the defense contractors, basically. The European Commission president stated in a loan that the loan was necessary to continue funding the war. We need a more structural solution for military support, EU President Ursula von der Leyen said on Tuesday. This is why I have put forward the idea of reparations loan that is based on immobilized Russian assets. The
Oh
Russians
yeah.
aren't paying you
Also,
anything.
maybe later on, I don't know if you heard about it, but Diddy was sentenced to 4 years in prison.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I think he got he has a year and a half he's already served. So I think he has like 2 years left or something. So it's not even much of a sentence. It's a joke.
My God.
Um he has time served, like a year and a half they gave him. So he only has 2 years out of that 5 years to serve. Russia responded sharply to reports that the EU scheme. We are talking about the plans for illegal seizure of Russian property. In Russia, we simply call that theft. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told reporters the boomerang will very seriously hit those who are the main depositories, countries that are invested in and interested in investment attractiveness. Leonid Stoksky, the head of the state's Duma International Affairs Committee, said European bureaucrats are nothing but thieves who finance Zelensky's terrorist regime. They will answer in courts for every euro sent and will return everything to Russia. The Kremlin has moved towards retaliatory seizures of Western assets in Russia to recoup the money taken from Russian accounts in the EU. Last year, the finance ministry claimed Russia has about the same value in Western assets that the West has in frozen Russian assets or funds. So yeah, the EU is blatantly stealing from Russia in order to fund a proxy war against Russia. There's some ironies there that we can list, but let's see. Gangster governments, mafia states, U.S. and president and Godfather, captains, senators, the soldiers. That's that's a good way to put it. I mean, at this point, that's a great way to put it. Yeah. So is Witchy here? Oh, she is here.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I was helping my dad decorate for Halloween.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. We just covered. Basically, we literally just covered just now Europe's plans to use $165 billion of Russian money to finance Ukraine's proxy war against Russia. So they're
How is
using
that
Russian
possible?
money because they've frozen hundreds of billions of dollars of Russian money in Europe
Of
when
course I
they
did.
first invaded Ukraine. So
Hmm.
they're taking some of that funds from Russian money and giving it to Ukraine in order to fight Russia. Ironically, Russia is funding the war against themselves, basically.
And we were just got done talking about EA or Saudi Arabia buying EA or whatever that story was. Angel can be more specific about that.
The Saudis, their public investment fund, and Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, his investment company just purchased Electronic Arts, the video game developer, publisher.
Hmm.
So now Jared Kushner owns EA basically with the Saudis. That's basically how what we're doing here.
Gag me with a spoon.
Yep. So that's what we got done talking
Oh yeah,
about earlier.
and Steph, I don't know if you heard. Angel and I were just mentioning it. Diddy got sentenced 4 years to prison, although he already got sentenced like for what 2 years already. So
So he got
So what does
five
that make?
years of
6?
No, he got 5 years, but he has time served. They gave him a year and a half, so he
Of
only has
course,
two
they're not
years
going to hold
left.
anybody accountable who's rich.
So he only has 2 years left in that 5 year sentence
thanks a lot,
because
James Comey daughter, whoever you are.
yeah,
Well, we knew that was going to happen.
yeah. Unfortunately, he only got 2 years basically for everything he did because he already served a year and a half, and the judge sentenced him to 5. So that's a year and a half minus 5, which is about 2 to 3 years, and he'll probably get out like a year for good behavior probably.
Probably.
So he
So
won't even
pretty much
serve the
no
full
time
2 years.
served because, if he does serve time, it'll be like community service or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, he won't. Oops, he won't get long here. So French President Macron, I forget his first name right now. He says we are in a confrontation with Russia.
Doesn't look like a
Anyone?
confrontation to me.
And it doesn't. The Russians didn't do anything to them.
They look
Anyone who
like they're perfectly
violates
fine together.
anyone who violates European airspace is liable to face retaliation because that is our right,
Oh
warned
yeah, what have
Macron.
you been doing to Israel, huh?
Yeah, so the Russians didn't violate French airspace. I don't know why he's claiming this. French President Emmanuel Macron said they are in a confrontation with Russia following the alleged airspace violations. Speaking to
Alleged.
speaking to reporters ahead of the EU leaders meeting in Copenhagen, Macron said for several years Russia has been a very aggressive actor. No evidence, don't have to provide anything, you just say it. In the bloc's information space, particularly in the context of elections. Multiply cyber attacks, launching war in Ukraine, using the nuclear threat and provoking in the airspace. The European response must be operational. That means there must be no weakness. I think we need to restate that anyone who violates European airspace is liable to face retaliation because that is our right. He further reiterated the need to strengthen Europe's deterrence capabilities with long range missile capabilities, European ballistic capabilities, and more solar and anti drone defense system. So ramp up more, and U.S. defense contractors would benefit from that because we're the ones that make all those weapons and ballistic missiles and stuff for the most part. Suspected Russian Shadow Fleet tanker off French coast. Macron spoke of very serious mistakes committed by the crew of an oil tanker spotted off the coast of Saint Nazaire following the opening into an investigation to the tanker suspected being a part of Russia's Shadow Fleet. There were actually I thinking it reminds me of a story we did I think last week where the US had like a shadow ship near Venezuela before their planned invasion. But that's okay. But the Russians having a shadow fleet next to France, it's a massive issue now.
Russia, Russia,
Alle-
Russia.
Allegedly, there's no evidence that that was actually that oil tanker was a part of Russia's fleet, but whatever, just state it, There are very serious mistakes that are committed by this crew, which moreover justifies why the procedure is becoming judicial, he said. He, however, remained cautious about the possible involvement in the recent drone sightings in Denmark. It's under the control of our justice, and this is the best evidence of the fact that in the Baltic Sea and the North Sea, in the Atlantic Ocean, in the Mediterranean Sea, you have a lot of vessels precisely being a part of this shadow fleet. Macron further stated. He also claimed that according to their collective assessments, there are between 600 and 1,000 ships circulating like this. An investigation has already been opened to the oil tanker immobilized off Saint Nazaire. The Brest prosecutor's office confirmed to broadcaster BFM TV on Wednesday. The tanker named Pushpa or Borkray and flying the Benin flag is believed to belong to the Russian Shadow Fleet and is
What is
also
that? Flying
suspected
monkeys?
is also suspected to be involved in recent drone sightings in Denmark. The tanker departed Russia on September 20th and was scheduled to arrive in northwest India on October 20th, but has been anchored for several days off the St. Nazaire wind farm. The investigation was opened for lack of documentation and refusal to comply with the authorities' instructions, according to French media. The prosecutor's office told BFM TV that the offenses in question carry at most and as principal penalty a sentence up to 1 year in correctional prison and or a fine of 150,000 euros or $176,300.
To answer your question, Kieran, yes, that is a pumpkin over there, and that is a rest in peace tombstone. But yes, this is a. I have a little
Oh,
thingy down
you
here.
do like the Undertaker.
Shut it. No, no, I don't like the Undertaker. I'm running out of room because I see I have all my Kerhennig stuff, and then where do I put the Halloween stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have to buy room for it. Over yonder here is a skull bones, crossbones, but you can't see it.
Yeah, it's that time of year versus Halloween, then it's Thanksgiving,
Yeah, I'm gonna have like a
then it's
cute little
Christmas.
graveyard out in the thing. I already have one of like a couple of gravestones out there. Now I do have some in my room, and I have some skulls in my room as well. So I'm gonna like put some skulls out there, and then I'm gonna have like the tombstones that I have in my room. I'm going to put those out there. My neighbor, I just brought I bought a strobe light. So it's going to like look cool, you know, like a little graveyard with a strobe light. And then I have my Jed, my graveyard watcher. I'm going to have him out there and he's going to be standing over the graveyard like, come in here and fuck with me. Bah.
Yeah.
So that's
So
the plan.
YouTube becomes the most recent media company to pay Trump. So YouTube to pay Trump 24.5 million over account suspension. So you remember
Jimmy
doing
George would say, "Okay, I'm a cuck."
yeah. So if you guys remember, it was during COVID when, or not really, it's January 6th when all social media platforms kicked Trump out. They disbanded him. So he has really created True Social, his own social media platform, which is
Well,
still
not
around
only
today.
that, but I mean, literally, you could not say Trump's name because if I would try to, if I, excuse me, sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there. If I would even say Trump Plaza, they would flag
Yeah.
me for promoting it and saying that I was
Yeah.
promoting an election. But Trump
Yeah.
Plaza is a real place. It hosted WrestleMania 4 and 5. I was
Yeah.
talking about WrestleMania 5.
At that time,
The
you
woke
couldn't
right,
even say
folks.
Trump.
The woke right.
You couldn't even say Trump on YouTube in order, if or else you were just shadow banned or even straight up banned, from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube would pay 24.5 million to settle a lawsuit filed by Donald Trump after the platform suspended his account following the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Most of the money, 22 million, will go to support a project to build a new White House ballroom, which is that big ass gold building that's going to be right next to the White House. So that's if you
Instead of
guys know
ending
about that.
homeless like they could do like
Mhm.
5 times over with $22 million. No, we're gonna help poor people. Fuck poor people. We're gonna add on to the White House.
Trump is
Yeah,
Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob or whatever.
I mean, really,
yeah,
it's getting.
that's a good way to describe him, or
And
Mr.
what's
Scrooge.
worse,
Money.
I mean, these
Mhm.
Trumpers, these MAGA people, not just them, the bleeding heart liberals as well, are
Yeah.
still literally brainwashed. Oh, Trump is helping us. Oh,
Mhm.
I have nothing. I don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, but Trump is helping me.
Yep.
My God, shut the fuck
So
up, dude. Wake up to reality.
that ugly ass gold building that's right next to the White House, that's what that $22 million is going to support.
Remember, they're gonna
What
have a UFC fight around
at
Right
the
on
there.
the
White House?
lawn.
Right on the
Yeah,
White
on the
House lawn.
lawn.
Yeah, that's going to happen next summer. I think Dana White's already booking who's going to be on that show. And unfortunately, I'm going to watch it because I love the UFC. So,
I hate the UFC. So it's one more reason why I shouldn't watch the shit. No
and
offense.
that's fine. I mean, while $2.5 million will go to groups that joined the lawsuit, including the American Conservative Union. So the American Conservative Union and other groups only get 2.5 million of that money. The deal
Oh,
follows.
speaking of which, want to talk about that person that's replacing Charlie Kirk?
What, his wife?
No. The other young guy who's a blonde guy. He's actually paid by his. He's actually gotten money from APAC as well. I think you know who I'm
Oops.
talking about.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but he's connected to APAC. So I'm like,
Yeah.
so that really gives credence to the conspiracy theory that Israel killed Charlie. Why? Because they put one of their own in charge of Turning Point USA now.
And his wife, I don't remember his first name,
Erica?
but she
Erica, I think it is.
doesn't seem so sad right now. She's in her interview. She's all smiling. It's like, yeah, it's good to be here. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, I mean, if I lost the love of my life, isn't that what she was saying? Oh, I lost the love. If you lost the love of your life, I would literally be a recluse.
Yeah.
If I lost my
Be
soulmate, my
tough
man,
to-
right now, I literally would be a recluse. You wouldn't even talk to me. I'd be like, no, sorry, I'm not talking to anybody. I just lost the love of my life. I'm sorry, I can't
Yeah.
do this. But she's out there. She was trying to kiss Trump too. So I guess she's no different than she was literally
She
a
did.
gold digger and
She
looking
did
for,
the
this.
during Charlie Kirk's funeral. She did the Cody Rhodes entrance with the fireworks. And
no.
stuff.
That was an edit. But the song was an edit, but the pyro.
No, I'm talking about the fireworks, not the song.
Yeah.
I know the song was an edit, but
Yeah.
I'm
What
talking
the
about the
world?
fireworks.
Yeah, because again, this is all professional wrestling, guys.
She
Politics has become professional wrestling. She's trying to be a baby face, and everybody fucking hates her anyway.
yeah.
Whoa.
So The deal follows other similar settlements with other tech firms. Meta paid $25 million to Trump earlier this year, and X, formerly Twitter, now owned by Elon Musk, agreed to pay Trump $10 million. All of Trump's social media accounts have since been reinstated. So, if I lose my account, I have no chance of getting it reinstated because I have nowhere near the money to sue these companies in order to get my
Nope.
accounts back. But Trump, he can sue them to next Wednesday and have plenty
I
of
can't
money left
believe he
over.
sued his own pal, his own pal in crime, the
Well, I think
pedo
he
and
sued. I
Musk.
think that lawsuit was filed against the original owners, the
Yeah.
public company,
Yeah,
before Elon Musk bought it. But
Musk took over.
and then Elon Musk agreed to pay him $10 million to make
I
him
was
go
gonna say
away.
pedos
Basically.
stick together,
Yeah.
Donald Trump
Uh,
and Bernie Sanders are in. I don't know who's the biggest cuck of them all, but they're neck and neck.
both.
Yeah.
The cases stem from Trump's accusation that the tech companies unfairly censored conservatives. At the time, the
Aw.
platform said his
Boo-boo-boo.
posts risk inciting more violence.
What about us independents? Don't we get a say? Of course not, because we don't suck the dick of the Republicans or the Democrats.
There it is.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, that's
There
the
you go,
first
Kieran.
one. Tech giants have since softened their stance. CEOs from Alphabet, Meta, and X attended Trump's recent inauguration, and Apple too, signaling thaw in relations. YouTube has also announced it's restoring some of its accounts previously banned for spreading false claims about COVID-19 in 2020.
By the way, the people like Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer all claim they hate Trump. They just attended his White House recently, and I guess they're all good with each other. So
yeah, because like we say, it's professional wrestling. Behind the scenes, they're all buddy, and in front of the cameras, they attack each other. Only thing is, Trump is better at it than them. That's why he's way better at them than Democrats. Democrats are pathetic, and when they attack Trump, yeah. So there you go. Donald Trump gets more money, and he's going to use it to fund his ridiculous gold building next to the White House. So that's the ugliest building I've ever seen. It's like, what the hell are they doing? Why? And I'm not attacking it because I'm some shit lib like these shit libs are. I'm attacking it because it's ugly. It's just ugly. And what's that next president going to do? Is going to rip it out, or are they going to leave it in there, or what?
Well, get ready to meet.
Of course.
Vance, President Vance.
Yeah, President Vance.
Oh, that's most
Oh,
likely
God,
what's
please
happen.
no.
Well, I mean,
anything but that.
I mean, what do we think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be
maybe even Tulsi Gabbard?
Burn it all down?
Yeah, what do you think it's going to be? Gavin Newsom, Mr.
No.
American Psycho?
No,
Or it's going to be Kamala Harris?
It'll be pedophile after pedophile after pedophile.
Or maybe Tulsi Gabbard, maybe.
I could see her getting elected.
Worse.
What, AOC?
Yeah, fuck
AOC has zero chance to win the election. She's teasing a
run.
Who, AOC, you just said?
AOC, yeah.
Yeah. AOC.
She's teasing a run.
Even worse pedophile.
And I would say probably Bernie too.
Wasn't Bernie on the flight logs?
No, I don't
think so.
No?
I mean, that would have been mentioned.
I'm thinking of RK Jr., but he is on the flight logs.
Yeah, that would have been mentioned by Republicans if Bernie was on those flight logs.
Although I would say his wife is being held hostage,
so he's a cuck.
Okay. I'm a cuck.
So I'm not sure you guys heard, but allegedly there was a shooter at the McGuire Air Force Base in Burlington, which is actually not far from where I live. So this is kind of a local story to me. A federal employee calls shooter hoax at New Jersey base to bond with coworkers. A scare about a supposed shooting that prompted a lockdown New Jersey's largest military base was a hoax caused by a civilian employee who wanted to trauma bond, quote unquote, with her colleagues, according to federal prosecutors. She's a weirdo, if she is true. Malika Brintingham, she sounds black, a civilian who works for the Naval Air Warfare Center. I don't know why I just mumbled that to myself. Was assigned to the Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. Faces charges that she knowingly conveyed false information about an active shooter who didn't exist. according to a criminal complaint filed by federal prosecutors. Brittingham was taken into custody Tuesday afternoon, and a telephone number for her could not be located Wednesday. It wasn't known Wednesday if she retained an attorney. The lockdown order was issued shortly before 11 a.m. on Tuesday, which I heard about then. That's why another shooting at a military base, because there was one before that at an ice base or ice facility in, I think it was Texas somewhere,
The only
right
shooter
before
I
that.
would approve at a military base is Rambo.
Yeah, yeah. Rambo was an awesome. Those are, especially the first two were awesome. The rest of them were kind of like,
Well, I did
"Eh."
like not the last Rambo, but the one before.
Yeah,
It's,
that some of the more recent ones are good, but Rambo 3 sucked.
oh
But
yes.
some of the more recent ones were good, which is among the nation's largest military installations. According to a criminal complaint, Brittingham allegedly texted someone around 10:15 a.m., writing that a shooter was on the base and that she heard 5 or 6 shots and that she was hiding in a closet with coworkers. The person she texted then called
Liar.
the base's operations center and 911 relating what Brittingham told her. The complaint stated that prompted the lockdown order. Officials said the lockdown lasted about an hour before base officials determined there was no shooter.
See what I mean?
Uh-huh. This kind of senseless fear mongering and disruption will not be tolerated in my state, the acting U.S. Attorney for New Jersey,
Oh
Alina
yeah. What are you
Habba,
gonna do about it,
said
huh?
on social media. Alina Habba being Donald Trump's former lawyer, if you got remember her. She's now the
Like,
U.S.
like, hey,
Attorney here for New Jersey.
remember Kevin Nash? What are you gonna do about it, huh?
Uh-huh.
You ain't gonna do nothing. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, she's just grandstanding here because they did arrest her and they charged her, but this is more grandstanding on social media. After everything this country has gone through, especially in light and current events, I will be sure to bring the hammer down, hammer of the
Oh
law
yeah.
down on anyone
Oh
found
yeah.
guilty of creating unnecessary panic and underwhelming public trust. That's
Oh,
U.S.
she
Attorney
absolutely will. Don't
Alina Habba. According to
Haba
prosecutors,
haba. What?
Alina Habba said,
Pizza the Hut. Sorry.
yeah.
according
That
to
would
Come
be
on, I love
prosecutors,
Spaceballs, y'all.
yeah, that would be a Vosh.
yeah, according to prosecutors, Brittingham told investigators she carried out the hoax because she had been ostracized by her coworkers and hoped their shared experience and response to an active shooter will allow them to trauma bond, quote unquote. The complaint said. All right, first of all, don't talk to police. It's a terrible idea, and it never works out for you. You have the right to remain silent, and you should you should exercise that right.
be,
But
She
now
has
she
the
just
right
gave it
to.
away.
Yeah,
be
but
a
she
good
has the right to remain silent, but she doesn't have the ability.
No, yeah,
be a good boy, be a good girl, you know.
yeah. You
Oh,
don't
good
talk to the
boy, good
police.
girl.
Don't talk to the police. Exercise your right to remain silent because that's key. Because if you just tell them what you did, they're going to use it against you, and you're screwed. Your lawyer can't help you at that point. um, the U.S. Joint Base McGuire Dix Lakehurst spans 42,000 acres, which is a huge base. I mean, I've been around it, and combines Air Force, Army, and Navy functions with more than 42,000 service members, relatives, and civilian employees. The incident unfolded as U.S. military leaders gathered at the Marine Corps base in Quantico, Virginia, where Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has summoned them from around the world to hear him declare an end to woke culture in the armed forces, among other Trump administration priorities.
What's the woke culture in the military? What females? Females?
Females being in the military, trans people being in the military, the lowering
That's you guys being woke. That you can't
yeah,
accept that shit.
the
Yeah, I
lowering
mean, what
of
what is it? What's the difference if a woman goes in and serves in the military? She's still going to die for a false narrative,
yeah,
and she's more.
I mean,
She's like 10 times more likely to be
did they not
raped.
like that Tulsi Gabbard served in the military and still serves it today?
Well,
yeah, she's a
and a
part of
woman
the
is
reserve.
10 times more likely to be essayed than
Hmm.
any man.
Yeah.
At least they leave the trannies alone. They don't leave women alone.
Yeah, and they lowered physical standards for women in order to get them to pass and join the military. This happened during the Obama administration. Uh, so yeah, this is more of an interesting story. I think we will have interesting opinions on it. Uh, hope you guys not hearing this music.
I am, but I'm kind of digging it.
I don't think I hear it.
No, let me
Or
Let
maybe
me
I
see
do
it.
just a little bit. Yeah.
Let me try doing that because. All right, you guys hear me at least?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. VA staffer accused of blindly approving over 85,000 disability claims. I mean, me personally, I don't see a problem with this, but of course, the government found out about it and they're all kind of melting down about it. Veterans disability benefits claim were blindly rubber stamped by a senior veterans service representative at the Philadelphia VA Regional Benefit Office for years, resulting in an estimated 2.2 million in improper payments. A government watchdog group has found.
My ass cheeks. This is literally just a false flag to say, "Oh, sorry, veterans, you're fucked. Go fuck yourself." Basically, they literally make these veterans, they come home all fucked up and messed up, and then they can't get the proper care because of this bullshit, this psyop, where they're like, "Oh, well, there were fake payments made and we paid for too many poor people, so just go suffer and die."
Yeah, which is why I don't have a problem with this. These are veterans that served their country in foreign wars, and they're maimed, and not only they're maimed physically, but mentally. A lot of them are fucked. So they need this help, and
That's
somebody approved.
misquote. Not just kidding.
If somebody approved $2.2 million in payments to them, whatever. At least
Yeah,
my tax
good.
dollars went to something. A hotline tip was made about the employer, resulting in an investigation in which they found they were approving payments at a high volume without even opening or reading attached documents. So somebody snitched on them on this employee because it said a hotline tip. So somebody called and reported the fraud. uh,
Yeah, God us
the-
forbid we'd actually take care of our soldiers when they come home. The irony, you poor people don't deserve anything. You should just die for your country
I
like
think
a proud American.
I think you meant to say the whore.
For fuck's sake,
the
these are guys that literally went over and faced death, came home, and literally we treat them like fucking shit. This is literally, they say there's a lot more homeless veterans than there are anywhere else than regular homeless people. And this is what I'm talking about. The
yeah.
rich, literally, Brian Kilmeade said,
Yeah.
we need to kill poor people. We need to delete poor people. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. We need to delete poor people. He said that. That includes every fucking veteran that is homeless, which is most of them.
But then he apologized.
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
made it all
Kill Me
better.
the
And he came
Fox
to Jesus, and
apologized.
they all sucked at each other's dicks. Great.
Uh,
I don't care.
It
Man,
All
reminds
I'm
me of
saying
that
is
that soldier last year. I don't remember his name, but he burned himself in support.
Aaron Boucher.
Aaron something. Yeah, he self-immolated. Yeah, I remember that from it was around a year ago, around this time.
He self-deleted, right?
I covered
Because
it.
nobody gave a fuck about him. They literally want them to go kill brown people, or sorry, delete brown people in the so that the rich can literally just kill more poor people.
Yeah.
But that's what makes me upset. If my father, who is a army veteran, came home all fucked up, like he I mean, he used to sit in bed and shake, like
Yeah.
this. And he would tell everyone, if you're sleeping next to me, and I'm shaking, don't move because something's bad is going to happen to you. My dad, he never had
The
he
Yeah.
never
chat.
had counseling. He never, he didn't think he didn't think he had post
There we
traumatic stress and stuff. But I mean, for heaven's sakes, this is happening to more of our veterans. And literally, this could have been my dad. My dad could be homeless. And people like Brian Kilmeade and all the fucking pedophiles in the White House and in fucking politics and in Hollywood literally want my dad to suffer.
Well, we should definitely kill Brian for sure. He said
Yeah,
We gotta.
the thing-
I
his
say we
last
get the
name is-
The
guillotines.
thing
his
with
last name is Kill Me, so let's kill him.
I
the
say we get
VA,
the guillotines.
the VA is one of the few parts of the government which is socialized. The doctors work for the government, the nurses, everyone works for the government in order
And
to
they're
take
trying to get
care
rid
of.
of that because they
Yeah,
don't give a fuck about your veterans.
They're trying to privatize
Oh,
it.
God bless
Republicans
the
have
troops.
been
Fuck you. You don't give a fuck about the troops.
The Republicans have been trying to privatize the VA for years, but
That's right.
what they're doing is defunding it. Basically, they can't really do anything because they have enough money. And now with the shutdown, is even worse because they have not. They can't really do anything. Which I'll get to the shutdown briefly here before I get to Israel. But the errors were caused by federal worker included improper payments to veterans, violations of regulations that could affect veteran benefits, and procedural deficiencies. The report found
Oh,
the
and
blind
speaking of Israel,
approvals.
we should go over those influencers who met with Netanyahu a few days ago.
Oh,
Those young,
ones that are getting $7,000 a month. I think that's what you're referring. I did see that.
yeah,
The
and
blind
especially
approval.
that blonde girl and that African American guy who did that cringy, hey, support Israel, don't support these terrorists, whatever.
Right.
Why would I support terrorist Israel?
the bl-
I am.
The blind approvals occurred from at least fiscal year 2022 to 2024, when the employee was found to have authorized about 85,300 claims, 19 times the national average at an 84% error rate.
Yeah, instead of like putting this person down, we should be celebrating this person. This person actually gave a fuck about veterans and approved their payments so they wouldn't have to fucking pay out of pocket and go homeless. Oh my gosh.
What
Allegedly,
happened
the error.
to America being the land of the free? Being
And the home of the brave.
Yeah.
These people were brave. They served our country according to our propaganda, and
But now it's
they
more
get
like
very little.
It's like fuck the brave, fuck the free.
Yeah,
fuck the
because they get
Pretty
very little
much.
assistance from
That's what
the
the rich are
VA,
saying.
and allegedly the error rate was 84%. For 84% of these 85,300 claims should not have gotten benefits, according to the
Oh
government.
my God.
Here.
That just means
Yep.
they want our veterans to die. And again, this is exactly what Brian Kilmeade said. Hit my button. Hit my you'll own nothing.
And of course, remember, Trump didn't seem so upset after Charlie Kirk was killed. In that AI video he did.
You will own nothing, be happy, and eat sea bugs. Thank you. As you
and,
will.
And not just that, but remember, like a couple days later, he attended that Yankees game. He did that Trump dance.
Trump doesn't care about any. First of all, I think Charlie Kirk was a sacrifice because they wanted a psyop to blame trans people. I agree with Snow on this.
Yeah.
Because apparently they're trying so hard to make the shooter a trans liberal, bleeding heart liberal, whatever, Democrat, when he was supposedly, if this is the right person, but he says he's not guilty. He says he's not guilty. So anyway, but he was a MAGA person who literally hated Charlie from the right. He thought he didn't go far enough.
Yeah, that's the alleged truth, which we don't know yet. So
yeah, remember the left are the most evil people in the world. Let's not forget.
But he's smart because if he's not confessing to this, there's plenty of reasonable doubt whether he did it because they literally arrested 3 different people before they settled on him.
Yeah, I think he's just a scapegoat.
Yeah, it's like his lawyer has plenty of reasonable doubt to prove. Because here, when you go to trial, your lawyer does not have to prove you innocent. He just has to create reasonable doubt.
Right.
That's...
Oh, sorry. So yeah, it's literally hard to see people like my dad suffer with illnesses and post-traumatic stress like this, and then they can't get the shit. I mean, like I said, this person was nice enough to put the payments through, probably because they had a conscience and they actually care about, poor people and our veterans, the one who sacrificed everything and came home like fucked up and everything. And I mean, like I said, we should throw this person a parade. Instead, we're like, oh, well, we should put this person in jail. No, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, as a senior veteran service representative, the employee was responsible for final review and approval of veteran benefits claims awards. A complex task demanding thoroughness to ensure the claim information is correct and veterans receive the appropriate benefit. However, it was common knowledge within the office that the employee was not actually working, the Office of the Inspector General report revealed. In some cases, the employee took only about 3 minutes in between making each approval. That's pretty efficient to me, but...
Yeah, that's called working, and they're saying they're not working. So everything they're saying is the opposite. This person is a good person. They actually have a conscience, and they actually want to help, people. I know. Oh my gosh, we have to. How dare you help poor people, you fucking idiot? I mean, come on. Stop with the rich bullshit. Rich people can go suck a dick.
There's another one. According to the report, as early as October 2023, the Northeast District Director was on record noting it is not physically possible to do that many authorizations and perform the real functions of the job.
Trust me, it is. Approved,
While
approved, 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 approved. And it doesn't even take
yeah,
me 3 minutes.
while it was known that the employee was firing off approvals at slapdash speed, the individual was backed strongly by
Slapdash.
supervisors. I don't know what that means, but that's what it's. I
What,
assume it's like.
those
Which
people are
means,
making up words now.
well, that and no offense, but like the supervisors approved. That means maybe
Yeah.
the supervisors had some conscience as well.
Yeah, the individual was backed strongly by supervisors in the regional office who shielded them from being held accountable. The Philadelphia VA regional office leaders were aware of the senior VSR's unusually high authorization rate, and the Northeast District Director raised concerns about it multiple times, the Inspector General report noted. The result was the veterans' disability benefits claims were processed incorrectly and that taxpayers' dollars were dispensed haphazardly due
I
to
don't give
negligence
a
and
flying fuck.
disregard.
I don't care. I don't care. I want my tax dollars to go to veterans who are fucked up.
Yeah, that's the excuse. Is like, hey, tax dollars were used improperly.
You use
Because
my tax dollars every fucking day to kill kids in Gaza. Fuck you. Fuck
the
you.
report notes from 6 months from January 2024 through June 2024, the employer approved about 15,600 benefits decisions. Taking a closer look at 32 of them, investigators found 27 contained errors, the majority of which were due to the employees simply ignoring the necessary functions of their jobs. In one of these decisions with errors, the senior VSR did not open any documents before authorizing the decision, the Inspector General report stated. The team identified errors that involved incorrect entitlement determinations, not identifying benefits claimed by the veterans, and procedural deficiencies. So, in other words, they want the bureaucracy to continue and to take
Yeah, they
longer to
want
pay these veterans.
they want these veterans to die
Be-
of literally waiting for health care. That's called killing and murdering poor people. And
The full
these rich people get off on that. That's the problem. And now they're blaming the people who are helping the poor people. Oh, how dare you? I won't have it. You will lose your job. You're not doing your job properly. If you're gonna fuck a poor person, you fuck them till they die.
How dare
Fuck
you?
you want
How
you
dare
want return you want return on investment. We're an empire, Kieran says, which is true. I mean,
It's true.
but not still return on investment. The full magnitude of the incorrectly dispersed payments has not been assessed, with 2.2 million being only a current estimate. The report states the Veteran Benefits Administration is working to correct the errors by year's end. So there you
So
go.
what? You're gonna take their care back? No, they're gonna send them a bill. Yeah. Let's
You
send the
know,
veteran who can barely afford to pay for his house and utilities and shit. Yeah, let's make them pay for it, you fuckers. I hope y'all
mhm.
fucking go to fucking hell I don't even fucking believe in.
But
Because y'all fucking deserve it.
tell us how you really feel, Steph. Tell us how you really feel.
I mean,
Yeah.
how would you? This is my father.
Yeah.
My father could be in the VA. I mean, he could need VA care. He doesn't, but he could. And this is what I'm talking. He's never used the VA because he knows they're useless because they're literally run by rich people to kill them off.
Yep. So getting to Gaza, there is a comprehensive peace deal that the Trump
Oh, yeah,
administration has
sure.
put out.
Oh, it's like that John Candy meme. Oh, sure.
So here we go. Whoops, I just hold on. There we
And
go.
let me just say something real
President,
quick. His
yeah.
comprehensive plan to end the Gaza conflict is not a comprehensive plan at all, and it's not going to end anything.
I'm gonna go through all this. A lot of it is just like bullshit, but in my opinion. But let's see.
Dinner raid, free Palestine.
Yeah, President Donald J. Trump's
And fuck
comprehensive
Israel.
plan to end the Gaza conflict. I think it's like 21 points. Gaza will be a de-radicalized, terror-free zone that does not pose a threat to its neighbors. That's one.
Which AKA means
Two.
bombing.
Yeah. Gaza will be redeveloped for the benefit of the people of Gaza, who has suffered more than enough. That's total bullshit.
Bullshit.
There's no way that's true. It's
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 literally
one of
just going to be
these.
more kids dying, more bombing, and Israel taking over the land, and literally building houses on the corpse of the kids that actually died there.
And
How
and
sick
Randy
and fuck
and
are
Randy
you?
Fine will continue to eat all those dead people, and
Oh yeah.
You will own nothing, be happy, and eat some bugs.
But for that number 2 in particular, this applies.
Shut your
Bitch ass.
shut up, bitch.
Oh, and hi, Cowboy Kitty.
Hey, Cowboy Kitty. 3. If both sides agree to this proposal, the war will immediately end. Israeli forces will withdraw to the agreed upon line and prepare for a hostage release. During this
Bullshit.
operations, including aerial and artillery bombardment, will be suspended, and battle lines remain frozen until conditions are met for the complete stage withdrawal. I call bullshit on that too.
That
I'm not
should be
really
a new
buying that.
gift or gift.
You might as well just say, I have a gigantic dick when you're a fucking liar.
That should be a gift for you, Steph, when you do this. You know,
It's just,
no. What you just did.
oh,
Yeah, that one. That one.
3, within 72 hours of Israel publicly accepting this agreement, all hostages, alive and deceased, will be returned.
there was no
5.
hostages.
The
I think
hostages. The hostages.
I think
There
Hamas
was
is still
none.
holding. They're holding some Israeli hostages, is what I'm reading. I'm not sure how true that is, but
I don't think that no,
that's
because
the allegation.
they released some of them because they were tired of all the bitching, and they actually that one grandmother. I saw this on Jimmy Dore show. They let the one grandmother go, and she's hugging the
Yeah,
Hamas guys.
yeah.
She's like,
She's talking
"Oh,
about how nice
you
they
are
were.
so sweet to me," and I'm like, "Holy shit, that was a lie." Yeah, that's a
Of
big fucking
course,
lie. It was never about hostages
Netanyahu.
because the Israel killed their own.
I'm
Well, they're
sure.
speaking Arab. Yeah, bullshit.
I didn't
Or
see
they
this,
were
but
supposedly Arab speaking whatever the hell they speak over there.
Arabic.
Arabic
uh,
or no
yeah,
Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Oh,
One of the
they
Israelis.
were Palestinians speaking Hebrew. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
they were your fucking own, bitch.
Once all hostages are released, Israel released 250 life sentence prisoners plus 1,700 Gazans who were detained after October 7, 2023, including all women and children detained in that context. For every Israeli hostages who remains are released, Israel released the remains of 15 dead Gazans.
That's
Also,
worthless.
remember Kamala recently said in the event she was in, she was trying hard to help the Gaza situation. Remember, she said that recently.
That's bullshit.
Whatever she said.
That's all bullshit. Excuse me.
It's
Once
all
all the
bullshit and it's bad
hostages
for
are
you.
returned, Hamas members who commit to peaceful coexistence and to decommission their weapons will be given amnesty. Members of Hamas who wish to leave Gaza will provide a safe passage to receiving countries. Yeah, don't buy that for a second. They're going to arrest them and murder them first chance they get.
Yeah, they're
If they
literally
agree
going
to
to
this deal.
gather them together, and it's going to be business as usual, which is genocide, genocide, genocide.
Upon acceptance of this agreement, full aid will be immediately sent to the Gaza Strip. At minimum, aid quantities would consist with that was included in the January 19, 2025 agreement regarding humanitarian aid, including rehabilitation of infrastructure, water, electricity, sewage, rehabilitation of hospitals and bakeries, and entry of necessary equipment to remove the rubble on open roads. Why bakeries in particular? Like this is what it says. It says bakeries. Why not any? That's not important. Sweets are good, but that's a
Oh,
weird thing to
bread.
put.
Bread.
And this
Bread.
is
Yeah, okay,
why,
yeah.
you
I
know,
didn't think of
all
bread.
those Muslims who endorsed Trump in Michigan, I believe, like
Yeah,
what were you
Yeah,
they
thinking?
what do you
endorse
think
Trump.
now? Now that he's
Like,
killing people of
what were you
your
thinking? You really thought Trump was
religion?
going to help you on Gaza? Like what?
And here's the thing: those Arabs didn't pay Trump. Miriam Adelson paid him $100 million.
Yeah.
So who's
The
gonna win
Dallas
out of
Mavericks
that?
owner, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, how comes I haven't heard from those Muslims that literally voted for Trump? I haven't heard dick from them.
Yep.
They're hiding right now, I think.
Yeah. Entry of distribution and aid in Gaza Strip will proceed without interference from the two parties through the United Nations and its agencies and the Red Crescent, in addition to any other international institutions not associated in any manner with either party. Opening the Rafah crossing in both directions will be subject to the same mechanism implemented under January 19, 2025 agreement.
Tim, EA is Electronic Arts, the game company that They just that Saudi
Yeah, the
Arabia.
Saudis just bought Electronic Arts, which is a video game developer slash
Yeah,
company.
like I play Sims 4, who does, and EA supports them.
Yeah,
Yeah, EA owns the IP
yeah.
or
Remember when
the
EA
game.
Sports used to be good? They were
Oh
fun.
God, yeah. I used to
Oh no,
play
I never
Madden.
played that. I only
I used
played
to play
Sims 3,
Madden.
Sims 4.
Well, yeah, I know you
I,
didn't play those games, but I'm like Angel
I
Pie.
played Madden every year until like 2018,
I
2018.
wish 2K was still doing the NFL games.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that 2K5 was awesome. The NFL game that was
a
favorite.
guy who brought in a PS5, right? Because we were fixing it. He said it turns off like every 15 minutes. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, we'll just keep this on, right? And I was kind of playing Madden, and I turns out I suck at it.
Yeah, you suck dick at it. That's
Code.
what it is.
There's
I'm
another
like,
one.
son of a bitch, you're
Gaza,
not supposed to throw it there.
yeah, Gaza will be governed. This isn't Gaza will be governed under the temporary
By the way,
transitional governance.
read Macy's comments.
Uh,
Trump ain't gonna grab me by the pussy.
yeah, that's what.
He ain't gonna grab
Um,
me either, or I'll cut his dick off and make him eat it.
So this is how Gaza will be governed. Gaza will be governed by the temporary transitional governance of a technocratic, apolitical Palestinian committee, responsible for delivering the day-to-day running of public services and municipalities for the people in Gaza. This committee will be made up of qualified Palestinians and international experts, with the oversight and supervision by a new international transitional body, quote unquote, the Board of Peace, which will be headed and chaired by President Donald J. Trump, and other former members and head of states will be announced,
What is it? Also
including
by the Gaza Humanitarian, whatever that's called.
yeah, foundation, I think it is GHF. So the President Trump is basically going to be in charge, with other members and heads of state to be announced, including former Prime Minister Tony Blair. So this is not going to go well for Gaza because President Trump and Prime Minister Tony Blair do give zero fucks about the Palestinians. This body will set the framework and handle the funding for the redevelopment of Gaza until such time as the Palestinian authorities complete its reform program, as outlined in various proposals, including President Trump's peace plan in 2020 and the Saudi-French proposal, and can securely and effectively take back control of Gaza. This body will call on the best international standards to create modern and efficient governance that serves the people of Gaza and is conducive to attracting investments. That basically means Donald Trump is in charge of Gaza. All this paragraph here is all
And
bullshit.
hell did follow.
What matters is this part: the Board of Peace, which will be headed and chaired by President Donald Trump.
Board
That's
of
it.
peace, my ass.
Yeah. The rest of this is just gobbledygook.
It might as well
Legalese.
just be board of genocide.
Yeah, the rest of that is just gobbledygook legalese. Doesn't matter. The relevant parts in the middle. That Board of Peace is chaired by President Trump. That's basically what matters. He's in charge of Gaza. A Trump
Yeah.
economic.
Sorry.
Oh, he is just gonna have a small sample if he eats his own Miss Witchy.
Well, that's his problem because he ain't going anywhere near me. Because not only will I beat the shit out of him, but my man will literally shoot, like, delete him.
And he's
Trump
busted wide open.
That's right.
A Trump economic development plan to rebuild and energize Gaza will be created by convening a panel of experts who have helped birth some of the most thriving modern miracle cities in the Middle East. Many thoughtful investment proposals and exciting development ideas have been crafted by well-meaning international groups and will be considered to synthesize the security and governance frameworks to attract and facilitate these investments that would create jobs, opportunity, and hope for a future Gaza. In other words, what Donald Trump wants.
Yeah, Donald Trump
Which
wants
is
to build
the
a
Riviera of
Trump
the Middle
Tower
East.
there. Yeah,
Yep.
and Israel will build Taj Mahals and shit like that.
Oh my god!
Trump is a bored piece of ass. Okay, that's.
I wouldn't know.
Interesting. I don't know, but you
But
say
it's
so.
I don't know, but if he comes
number
anywhere near my
11.
pussy, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Is this the Donald Trump Kiss My Ass Club?
No, I ain't joining that club. I didn't even like Vince McMahon's.
I'm not interested in that club. A special economic zone will be established with preferred tariff and access rates to be negotiated with participating countries. Trump is really obsessed with tariffs.
Well, of
Yeah,
course,
because
yes.
guess who's gonna pay for him?
Remember in that press conference, he was like, "Terrorists, terrorists,
Yeah.
terrorists."
Like he sounds like William McKinley from 100 years ago. That's like that's literally where he got it from.
And what does
No
that
one
mean? Poor people, suck it, suck it, suck
because
it.
this is how it works.
Yeah.
These corporations will not pay for the tariffs; it'll be passed on to us.
That's
Which is
right. We are
why
gonna pay
when
for
I'm
the
trying
tariffs in fucking Gaza.
when I'm trying to raise money from my computer, by the way, those links in the description box below. I'm around $100 away, but the problem is with tariffs and with taxes, and it's going to be more expensive, a little bit more than 100. But yeah, computers, all the electronics that are made outside the U.S., they all pay more for
Everything
it.
is
And
going up. All
Microsoft is
groceries.
increasing the price for Xbox Game Pass and the Xbox Series X.
We talked about that earlier, and also PlayStation raised the prices of their PS5s, so I'm screwed because I got to buy a PS5 in order to play.
To play. Stop raising the fucking prices.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah, I mean, I'm screwed. We got to pay another $100 extra to order to play GTA 6 next
And
year.
you know, here's the really fucky thing is I work on PS5s. Yeah, I'll get to them in a second. I'll get to Vince in a second. I work on PS5s, like I clean them and stuff and make sure that they work. My boss actually, she solders the HDMI ports on them to make sure that they work. So that's going to have to go up too. So soldering right now is like 165. It may have to go up to 200.
Yeah,
just to get a HDMI soldered.
Remember the PS5 Pro, I believe it doesn't include, what is it that they don't include? An external drive or whatever? What is it that the PS5 doesn't include again?
I forget.
Some have CD-ROMs and some don't.
No, not that.
I forget what it is right now, but yeah, there's a glaring missing thing from the PS5 Pro.
And I just want to say to Vince McMahon's evil mustache, I'm not sucking any of your guys' dicks. I'm sucking my man's dick, all right? And I'll be doing that later.
But what if you want to join a certain club, Steph?
I'm not in a suck my dick club.
I wouldn't want to join that club either. No one... This is interesting. This is bullshit too, but no one will be forced to leave Gaza, and those who wish to leave will be free to do so and free to return. We will encourage people to stay.
Leave. It means leave.
And to offer them opportunity to build a better Gaza.
Killed.
So yeah, I'm not going to read all this. It's like 20
you'll be
points.
Sucking dick too, Vince. Good to know.
Hey, Vince,
about 20 points.
Where's your wife, Linda?
Screwing up the educational system so that my kid can't go to school. Because educated kids, literally, they don't make good slaves.
No. The United States will establish a dialogue between Israel and the Palestinians to agree on a political horizon for peaceful and prosperous coexistence.
Sure.
So yeah, this is 20-point plan. I'm not going to read all this because we'll be here all night. But yeah that's basically the gist of the plan.
I'd like to read the replies. I'm sure the replies will be hilarious.
Donald Trump is basically going to be in charge of Gaza. That's the part that really matters here.
Linda will be watching. What, you suck dick?
So
Vince,
this is interesting.
Crazy.
I did see 5 types of politicians in the United States: bought by Israel, blackmailed by Israel, dual citizen of Israel, scared to death of Israel, or killed by Israel.
and Epstein by Israel.
Epstein by Israel.
So this is an interesting point. Upon the acceptance of this agreement, full aid will immediately sent to Gaza. That's a clear admission that Israel has been deliberately withholding aid. In other words, acknowledging a war crime. It's a great point, which I should have mentioned, but it flew past my head when that's this here. So that's a great point. Anyways, let me get to
Sean,
this
that's
article.
just disgusting.
Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Oh,
so am I, but I learned over time. Okay, anyway, sorry. But again, only to my husband.
This connects to that plan.
Remember, Vince McMahon likes roosters.
He likes what?
Well, Angel knows what I'm talking about.
I didn't understand what you said.
Vince McMahon also likes roosters. If you
roosters. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. It took me a minute to understand what you were saying.
Roosters. Are you talking about the red rooster?
No, when DX was making fun of
Oh,
it,
right.
The rooster, yeah.
Yeah,
Cock.
game, cocks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the game, and that's the cock.
Yeah. So this connects to that story. Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey urged Hamas to accept Trump's Gaza peace plan.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
Qatar, Israel just killed you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about you guys go suck a dick?
Oh, yeah, we can't. Okay, yeah. I don't want to read either.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Netanyahu visited Trump yet again. The 4th time in 1 year.
Yep. So anyway, I just read the top because Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey are urging Hamas to give a positive response to President Trump's proposal for ending the war in Gaza, according to 2 sources with knowledge of the talks. So yeah, the Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey are trying to I can't read any of this. Whatever. I don't know why, because I read it last time the
Well,
last time I
remember,
read it
if you read
during the
it
week.
once, now you have to, pay for it because, you simpletons have to, you poor people have to pay for our bullshit.
Oops. I nearly accidentally kicked myself off the stream, but I'm here. So
don't you do that?
Like when Crap accidentally ended the stream one time, remember?
Right. Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
did
Crab,
do
what'd
that.
you do?
He ended the stream there early.
Crab, what'd you do?
He was like, oh my god, I just realized.
I accidentally kicked myself off the stream. Wouldn't ended the stream, just that I would have disappeared for a second.
I would be like, what the fuck?
So anyway, this plan released by the U.S. includes significant changes requested by Netanyahu and Kushner-Witkoff meeting.
Of course.
So this is the article I was trying to read, but I couldn't. According to a report from Axios, the changes infuriated Arab officials involved in the negotiations. The Gaza ceasefire proposal released by the White House on Monday included significant changes that were requested by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The Times of Israel also reported that Netanyahu was able to secure key changes to the proposal during a meeting on Sunday with U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff and his top advisor, Jared Kushner. Here, that name popped up again. According to Axios, the release of the deal with the changes infuriated Arab officials involved in the negotiations. At a press conference with Netanyahu, President Trump presented his proposal as something that had been widely accepted by the Arab world, though a deal was significantly different from when the U.S. and a group of Arab and Muslim countries had previously agreed to due to the changes.
What the fuck are you looking at, Jared?
He's looking at the next dick he's gonna suck.
Yeah, that look.
Is that
weird
Israel
look on
over
his face.
there? I can get into that dick. Mm-hmm.
The changes were related to 2 of the most sensitive issues in negotiations: the disarmament of Hamas and Israel's withdrawal from Gaza. The new proposal ties Israel's phased withdrawal from the territory to the demilitarization of Gaza and the ability of an international force to take over the land. The proposal essentially gives Israel and the U.S. a veto over the withdrawal from Gaza by stating the IDF will withdraw based on standards, milestones, and timeframes linked to the demilitarization that will be agreed upon by the IDF, ISF, and the guarantors and the U.S. Thank you. According to the Times of Israel, the initial proposal
the Times of Zionism, that's what they are.
Yeah, that's a pro-Zionist publication. The initial proposal approved by the Arab countries simply stated that the IDF will progressively hand over the Gaza territory that it occupies. Even after all conditions are met, the new proposal will allow Israel to occupy a perimeter zone until Gaza is properly secured from any resurgent terror threat, quote unquote.
I mean, Vince,
So
you act like you know.
That basically gives Israel the right to stay there permanently, basically, because they're always claim some sort of terrorist threat.
Yeah, and they have the right to defend itself.
Mm-hmm. While the language could be interpreted as a requirement for a full Israeli withdrawal, Netanyahu has made it clear that he does not see it that way. "Quote unquote, now the whole world, including the Arab and Muslim world, is pressuring Hamas to accept the terms that we created together with Trump to bring back all the hostages, living and the dead, while the IDF stays in the strip," he said in the video statement on
Macy.
I forget the name of the guy who does the calling segments with Jimmy Dore. I don't remember his name right now. But he should do
Mike
one.
Something.
Mike McRae.
Mike McRae,
yeah.
He should do one as Netanyahu. No.
He does. Hey, it's me,
What?
baby.
Yeah, yeah.
While the
missed that one.
language, oh, I just read that. Like, why am I reading that again?
It's like
Hamas's
accepted.
Hamas's longstanding position that it's been willing to release all remaining Israeli captives in exchange for a full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza. Hamas has also rejected the idea of disarming until the creation of a Palestinian state or a Palestinian force that could replace its armed wing. While many
It's me.
details
Angel is distracted by me.
While many details need to be worked out, Trump and Netanyahu has framed the proposal as a final offer that must be accepted or Israel will finish, quote unquote, finish the job in Gaza. Trump has also made it
They're
clear that
already going to
he's already going to, but this is like kind
Imagine
of
if it
a,
said finish the
finish the
story.
job. So I was like, hey, baby, come over here. You didn't
Ma-
finish
ma-
the job.
Imagine
You
if it
got
said
cum on your mouth.
finish the story.
okay.
Oh, God, this is not Cody Rhodes.
The Trump has also made it clear he's willing to continue backing the genocidal war if an agreement isn't reached. If Hamas rejects the deal, Bibi, you will have our full backing to do what you have to do, he
It's
said on
me,
Monday.
BB. It kind of sounds like Mike McRae sometimes sounds like a gay BB.
Jimmy, it's me.
Trump
Yeah,
said,
he does like when he does David Axelrod, it sounds like a gay David Axelrod. Hey, this is David Axelrod. I'm like, oh my god, he
yeah.
sounds like a gay dude trying to suck dick. Oh my god.
Trump said
What
on
is that,
Tuesday
10
he
now?
Trump said on Tuesday he will give Hamas 3 or 4 days to respond to the proposal. All
No,
of the
just send
Arab
it now,
countries,
Trump. Just send it now.
yeah, all the Arab countries are signed up. The Muslim countries are signed up. Israel's all signed up. We're just waiting for Hamas. Hamas is either going to be doing it or not, and if it's not, it's going to be a very sad end. He said.
Very
There you
sad.
go.
He said
It's
he did the meme. Very sad.
yeah, he did the meme. But it's in other words, it's basically, oh, you accept our deal, or we're just going to finish you off.
We're
That's
just gonna finish
basically
the job.
yep. So you better accept our deal or else.
Or
And
else, yeah. Or else we will kill you.
unfortunately, the U.S. can back up their threat, which they've already done. So this is not like an empty
Israel
threat.
can't without the US's help.
Yeah.
This is
So
why
they
they
will.
literally got obliterated by Iran.
Yep.
Yep. And
Like,
Netanyahu kind
don't
of
tell
backed
me. I
away.
got that song in my head
He,
the one
he
day. I'm like,
backed
God damn it.
away. He backed away from the invasion plans. So let's see how long this is. No, it's not really that long. I don't want to donate to the conservative thing. But yeah, basically the American I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I'm just going to show this part. Uh, Andrew Day has an opinion piece saying that BB will sabotage Trump's Gaza plan,
Of
which
course.
he will.
Trump doesn't have a Gaza plan.
Yeah, the plan
Yeah,
is to let BB finish the job.
yeah, I'll read. The President Donald Trump sounded jubilant on Monday when he announced a plan to end the war in Gaza. This is a big, big day, beautiful
It's
day,
not a
potentially one
war.
of the
It's a
greatest days
genocide.
in
Genocide.
civilization. Trump said before describing the proposal. It's a 20-point peace plan. I read it out, talked about it. Trump said the deal would resolve a millennia-old problem and bring eternal peace. I'm not just talking about Gaza. I'm calling it the peace of the Middle East. But there's a problem. Who was standing next to Trump? Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel in the White House for the fourth time since Trump inauguration in January. No other world leader has come more than twice, and it
I
didn't
mean,
take
as
long
bad
for
as
him.
Biden was, he would only have him in like what, once a year? Is that correct?
Once a year, something like that.
Yeah, but they
Then
still bent the knee and sucked the dick of
Oh, I know. Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
Benjamin
I'm just
Netanyahu.
saying. I'm just saying that I don't think even Biden did that much in a year.
Yeah. No other world leader has come more than twice, and it didn't take long for
America's
him to
dead.
start. Yep. It didn't take long for
America,
him to
fuck
start
yeah.
throwing up roadblocks. So yeah, Netanyahu asked for changes, and now he's throwing up roadblocks. Indeed,
I
Netanyahu's
remember
gotten to work.
Netanyahu wasn't. It's not even his real last name.
Nope, he's
Yeah,
not
it's
even
go
Israeli.
fuck yourself, suck my dick.
Yeah, it's like Ratzenberg or some shit. He's not even Israeli too. Netanyahu has gotten to work to undermining the deal before it's even announced. So basically, yeah, he's definitely going to try to sabotage this deal. I'm not reading this whole thing because I
I
got
wish
other things to get to.
Netanyahu would
But it's a
go
good.
out like you know that scene in The Godfather where the main character, playing with his kid, but then he collapses in the fields. I
Oh,
wish.
Marlon Brando. Marlon
Yeah,
Brando.
but I'm trying to think
Vito.
I'm trying to remember what his character was again. But
Vito. Don Vito. Vito Corleone.
yeah, I wish he would go out like. I would hope he would go out like that.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. The original Godfather, especially. God, it was
I
so
like
good.
part 2 better.
Never saw that.
I like part 2 better.
Part 2 is great too, but
I never saw any Godfather movies.
I'm shocked.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's a classic. Who's their classic?
Wasn't much for Al Pacino. I liked Al Pacino and Dick Tracy.
Just make sure you don't watch part 3.
That's terrible. Part 3 was different when they first.
Say hello to my little friend. That's the only thing I know.
That's Al Pacino did. Yeah, that's Scarface. Another fantastic Al Pacino film. Let's see here. What else? This is what I wanted next. Trump tells Congress.
Stuck in my head.
Trump tells Congress the U.S. is in a non-international armed conflict with drug cartels. The administration is attempting to justify the extrajudicial executions that is carried out in the Caribbean. If we've discussed this, President Donald Trump has told Congress that he decided the U.S. is in an armed conflict with drug cartels, signaling he's planning to expand the U.S. military campaign in Latin America.
People are in the American public are not at war with anybody, but the rich people don't want. Well, first of all, they are the ones who put the cartels in business.
What weird phrase could tell that?
Yeah, that could tell. Cartels. They put the cartels in business. Now they're like, we're with them.
Yeah. In a memo, Trump cited his administration's steps to designate Latin American drug cartels as terrorist organizations, which is used to justify the bombing.
Then let's also make the U.S. government a terrorist organization and a pedo network.
Remember, as Jimmy Dore said, it's not battle with Democrats or Republicans; it's class warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bombing of 3 boats in the Caribbean.
And the rich
his
are
administration has provided no evidence to back up the claim that the 17 people who were killed in the strikes were drug traffickers. Trump and his top
nothing to see here.
No, Trump and his top military top officials have justified the extrajudicial executions at sea by framing attempts to bring drugs into the U.S. as an attack on the country. The president has pointed to the high number of overdose deaths in the U.S., which is mainly caused by fentanyl and other opiates, which doesn't come from Latin America, by the way. But the U.S. military action is focused on Venezuela, which is not a source of fentanyl. As a synthetic opioid.
No, but they are a socialist country, and we have to destroy them because we can't let socialism go.
Yeah, it's capitalism that's the problem, not socialism.
But you're anti-American if you're anti-capitalist.
Yeah, that's something else.
I was born anti-capitalist.
That was something that the administration came out with, a memo, that if you're anti-capitalist, that means you're a domestic terrorist, basically.
Yeah, remember, we have to support Israel, too.
I don't remember Mike McRae doing Sam Elliott. Does he do Sam Elliott?
Oh, that
I know he does Jeff Bridges. He's like, Jeff Bridges, man. This is Jeff Bridges, man.
I don't
like a half-baked dude. Half-baked gay dude. His impressions sound like the gayest form of that character they could find.
I think he did Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn, I believe. So.
Yeah, he did do Mel Gibson.
I hated Vince Vaughn because I hate Vince Vaughn. He's a piece of shit. But I never remember him doing Sam Elliott unless that's in like a new one or something. But I like Sam Elliott. I liked him in Gettysburg and The Mask and him and Cher.
You really are some kind of stupid, aren't you?
The synthetic opioid mainly comes into the U.S. from Mexico, which is produced in China. Most of the actual ingredients then is shipped to Mexico, and they make it, and then they ship it into the U.S., which is not coming from Venezuela. So it is just an excuse in order to invade them. U.S. officials have made it clear that another agenda is at play when it comes to Venezuela, as they pushing for regime change in the country.
Yeah, they're making it up so they can.
I think they forgot to highlight all the change, Red.
Jeff Bridges,
yeah.
the character is my ego.
No. Scroll up a bit. I think he missed.
Well, that's good to know, Macy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm Jeff Bridges, man. I'm like, Jim, that sounds like a half-baked, what's the fuck's his name? He was in Half-Baked. I can't think of his name now. Holy
I don't
shit.
remember.
It's like that, kind of voice. But like the gayest, off the rails, gayest part you can find.
It's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Jeff Bridges is okay. I liked him
that
in.
sounds like the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, it is.
No, I never saw that.
Oh wow, I thought you'd seen that movie.
Shit, let me think about it. I know there's a movie I like Jeff Bridges in.
Yeah, the notice to Congress just letting Congress know that Trump has determined the cartels are involved in drug smuggling are non-state armed groups, which actions constitute an armed attack against the United States.
Yes, Jim Brewer played in Half-Baked. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the Jeff Bridges character.
Jim Brewer, he's a comedian, right?
Yeah, but not a very good one.
They claim that
like, I'm funnier than him.
Being used to justify bombing boats out of the water, murdering the people on them instead of indirectly interdicting the vessels. I don't know what that means.
Where are you at?
Using drugs.
Yeah, I got
standard practice is to stop narcotic systems.
Interdicting. Interdicting.
Interdicting. Yeah.
And not dicking. He ain't dicking nothing.
Is that like your favorite word, Steph?
Yes, because I like my husband's.
Yeah. The memo.
Can't get enough.
The memo states the U.S. and cartels are engaged in a non-international armed conflict using a term for international law. According to the International Committee of the Red Cross, a non-international armed conflict refers to conflicts in which one or more non-state actors are involved. It can refer to conflicts where non-state actors are fighting each other or engaging combat with the government. And a closer look at the definition makes it clear that Trump's claim doesn't hold water. Well, of course not. He's just making it up, justify an invasion. To meet the threshold of a non-international armed conflict, the ICRC says the hostilities must reach a minimum of level of intensity. This may be the case, for example, when the hostilities are of a collective character or when the government is obliged to use military force against insurgents instead of mere police force, unquote. So, in other words,
what the hell was that?
Is that your phone again?
That's my phone. Sorry.
Okay. Your phone is having a moment?
No, I have a metal thing metal song as my ringtone. So.
Oh. I thought it was a car wreck.
No. So yeah, there you go. And let's see.
By the way, where was that? Somebody said Vince McMahon. No, Kieran. I like Mike McRae. I think my favorite Mike McRae voice was "I'm with her." Because it's always the gayest dude ever. It's like I'm like so fucking mad right now. I'm like literally going to kill myself, and then I'm gonna take you with me. Like something like that. Like it's like the gayest guy you can find.
His Andrew Cuomo bits were hilarious too. When he
no offense, but his Andrew Cuomo and his Al Pacino voice are like almost similar.
Welcome to day 3 of the Democrat shutdown. You've got Chuck Schumer and the Senate Democrat.
No, it was funny. He did the Andrew Cuomo bit, and he went when Andrew Cuomo was in that the sex scandal or whatever it was. And he's just
like, he's
like, look at
Andrew Cuomo. Yeah, but it sounds like when he does the voice.
And Jimmy and Steph, they were cracking up. They were just laughing so hard.
I know, but the voice sounds like like Al Pacino.
And even Mike, had to laugh with them too. It was so funny.
Yeah, he laughs at his own jokes. I'm like, Mike, you can't laugh at your own jokes.
So, anyways, I'll briefly bring up the government shutdown.
I love this. I love how the GOP and the Republicans.
The what?
The fucking Republicans, the dick suckers Republicans. I love it how they always this is a democratic shutdown.
Yeah.
Fuck you. It's all of you shutting down the government, fuckers.
Yeah. Government shutdown drags into the weekend as Senate Democrats block GOP plan.
And also that politician who looks like Sammy Sosa, had that viral video.
Why
that
is
came
this
out
popping up here? I
ago.
don't care. So yeah, here, he just called it a Democrat shutdown. Like,
Yeah, and now he's hosting a
Welcome
Fox
to
News
day
show.
3 of the Democrat shutdown. You've got the Chuck
I mean,
Schumer
can
and the
you
Senate.
believe
Yeah, Democrat shutdown.
Can you believe this? A guy that the Speaker of the House is hosting a Fox News show?
Of course.
I think he was a
guest.
Right now?
He might have been a guest on somebody else's show, to be fair. I mean, that it just popped up that he popped up first, but I don't think he's a host of a Fox News show. He can't do that if you're a
It looked like
politician.
he was.
Yeah, it did look like he was.
Yes, you can, because nowadays you can suck any dick and do anything you want.
Senate Democrats block Republicans' attempt to reopen the government again, all but guaranteeing the government shutdown rolls into the weekend. After a day off to observe Yom Kippur, which is a Jewish holiday, I'm sure that if you're Jewish, you know, lawmakers made little progress in finding an off-ramp to end the shutdown, which entered its third day on Friday. And as the government remains closed, both sides appear to be digging in further into their positions. Senate Republicans attempted to reopen the government, failed largely on party lines, 54-44 vote for a fourth time. The same trio's Senate Democratic Caucus members, Senators John Fetterman, Catherine Cortez Masto, Nevada, Angus King of May, joining most Republicans in backing the bill.
John
So
remember people thought he was progressive when we.
You mean Uncle Festerman, who I didn't vote for, even though he was in my part of Pennsylvania?
Yeah. So these 4 Democrats voted for the reopening. The rest of them didn't.
But Angel, I'm sure you saw the video that came out with Bernie and AOC announcing whatever it was they were gonna support.
Yeah, I did see that, but I don't know what they announced because I really didn't.
I have a question. Is this going to affect like child support payments?
It might affect the distribution. Oh no, but is that a state thing or a federal thing? Because if it's a state thing, it would. Yeah, it wouldn't. I don't think it would affect it. Your child support.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a state thing. It's not really federal. Senate Majority Leader John Thune of South Dakota plans to bring the bill to the floor again and again in a bid to chip away at Democrats' largely unified front. By the way, Democrats will cave on that eventually. It will take a few more days, but they'll cave. He lamented.
I just want to bring up something, Angel. So
the
Rangers have hired Skip Schumacher as their new manager. So.
Oh, hey, when do the Yankees play again?
Tomorrow.
Saturday. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock.
4 Eastern.
Which perfect for me because we can do the show without me worrying about watching the game every 5 seconds. So I'm glad it's at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we are so backed up on pro wrestling talk.
Oh no, we haven't done it in 3 weeks.
WrestlePalooza. Yeah. We have to talk about the rest of this shit.
Yeah.
Next week is
Steph, Angel, and I are gonna be doing a baseball episode.
Later tonight.
What time?
Around midnight. I haven't decided because the only time I can do it is after midnight. So
wait,
everybody's
tonight?
sleeping.
Yeah,
tonight.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sleeping too because I got to work tomorrow.
That's fine. You don't have to be there. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
we're doing
it.
I was like, wait, well, oh, come on. I don't know how much of a help I'll be.
No, I mean, no, it's fine. I mean, you got to go to work tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying. So he lamented work that could be happening, like advancing spending bills and negotiating other bipartisan priorities. Whenever there's a bipartisan agreement, we get fucked. So I don't want any bipartisanship right now.
Bipartisan usually means you're getting fucked. I can't do it like George Carlin.
On the Senate floor, I can't either. Rather than repeating the same exercise of trying to reopen the government, they have taken hostage the federal government and by extension the American people, who are only losers in this, Thune said. So Thune is blaming Democrats for this. They're the ones taking hostage.
Did any of you guys see Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and Linda McMahon in Trump's office recently?
Yes, they were elbows with big pedophiles, while Linda McMahon is literally systematically trying to make it so that my kid doesn't go to school, but he's just a slave,
Yeah, but they were doing childhood cancer research, funding for that. So
that's
why Stephanie was there.
Cheeks, they're doing that.
New Hall of Famer Stephanie McMahon.
The most recently Hall of Famer there.
Yeah, I no offense, but that child research for child cancer, my ass. It's just to basically molest those kids.
Yeah, remember when Biden kept saying, "I'm going to end cancer," and he said that he ended cancer? Like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Cancer. Well, here's the thing with that childhood cancer research thing. It's a scam. Basically, it goes to organizations that research child development, or child cancer. But meanwhile, it's just they pocket most of that money. Because most of the donors to these organizations are wealthy, so it's a roundabout way to give rich people
Remember
more
when
money.
Bernie was like, "You think all these people here are take money from Big Pharma?" Remember when he was
Yeah,
like,
yes, Bernie. That's how it works in Washington.
and
Well, I don't solder myself,
Jimmy
Sean.
Dore was like, "Yes, of
Yeah.
course we do, Bernie."
Well, did he actually come against RFK Jr., Jimmy, for nodding along to Pfizer?
I didn't hear anything from
I
him.
don't know. I didn't see that video.
Yeah, and
They
I was gonna tag him for that, but I saw someone else who we follow each other. He follows Jimmy. He tagged him as well, and
I don't know whether he
And
saw it
total
or not.
complete silence.
I don't know why
Everyone,
I don't know what's his thing with RFK, but like he should know that RFK it doesn't do shit with
He isn't going to do anything for your health. In fact, he wants to make it worse.
We would like to
everybody
to let him know, hey, don't do this with RFK. He's not your friend.
No, he's a pedophile. He was on the flight logs. Sean,
No,
I
but-
don't solder myself. I'm just saying my boss solders them.
everybody blah blah was talking about who wins and loses against the blame. That's not what this is about. It's about doing blah blah blah, interest American people bullshit. Senate Democrats led by Chuck Schumer demanded they get a seat at the table to negotiate a bipartisan continuing resolution.
Oh yeah, the old famous leader Chuck Schumer.
Their main rallying cry has been pushing for an extension to the expiring Obamacare tax credits, which Senate Republicans said they would consider only after the government's reopened.
Hey, it's Chuck Schumer.
While credits don't expire until the end of the year, Democrats argue if Congress doesn't act now, people who use Obamacare will see their healthcare premiums skyrocket. They're already too expensive for most Americans, so what difference does those tax credits make? I don't know. But most Americans right now cannot afford healthcare in the exchanges, so
you can't afford groceries.
Yeah,
let alone healthcare.
We know Americans want this. We know many Republican colleagues want this as well. Schumer said the failure to act would be devastating, and Republicans know it. Even Donald Trump knows it. He talked about it a little bit with us at the White House.
Remember, Chuck Schumer, he has his glasses all the way down his nose.
Yeah. When asked if the pressure would mount to a point where Democrats cave, Senator Gary Peters of Michigan told Fox News Digital, "We're on the right side of history right now." He didn't answer the question.
No, we're not.
Which tells me, yes, they will cave.
We're going to be doing what we've always been doing.
It's business as usual in America, where a rich person is molesting a child and a poor person is basically dying.
Republicans largely agree it's an issue that should be dealt with, but they also want reforms in the program rather than the blanket permanent extension that Democrats suggested in their counterproposal. Some Democrats view the shutdown as a way to stand up, whatever that means, to President Donald Trump. To stand up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means. But
they got Trump shaking in his boots, all right.
Yeah. And look, Republicans, Trump particularly, secretly wants to shut down. That way they can justify, because that gives the Office of Budget and Management, whoever runs that, I forget who it is right now, wide latitude to cut jobs, fire everybody, cut the government to the bone. And there's nothing Democrats can do about it because it's legal. So they want this shutdown.
And
in order
speaking
to do
of politics, don't forget to support Jose Vega.
I wish I was in his.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't he running for Senate or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought
he's never going to win. They won't let someone who.
No, he's running. He's running against Richie Torres. I remember now that Israeli bought congressman.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna vote. They ain't gonna get in someone who won't be bought, and Jose can't be bought.
That's why we should support him.
I do, but I'm not in his thing. I can't.
I know.
I can't. I'm not in his state. I can't
either.
Vote for him.
I know, but
the truth. Yeah, we can tweet our support. That's the best we can do. The truth
we
is,
love you, Jose.
We shut down the government because Republicans wouldn't negotiate. Because Donald Trump's want this shutdown. Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut said he's right. Donald Trump wants to shut down to justify all the cuts he wants to do. He's just bragging in the Oval Office about how good a shutdown will be for him. And we're going to talk about the consequences of Republicans continue to push these giant healthcare increases on people and the consequences of a lawless president.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to do something. All right.
No, yeah, he's going to cut Murphy. Everything like I have medical assistance. He's going to cut that to the bone. So I'm basically fucked. I don't know what.
Yeah, we were talking about Chris Murphy. That's what we were talking about.
Senate.
Yeah, he's really going to do something.
Yeah, he don't do anything. The administration is not resting on its laurels either, as he targeted funding for blue cities and states, alongside threats of mass firings beyond the typical furloughs of non-essential federal employees to get congressional Democrats to blink.
I don't
And
care
they will
about
blink.
federal employees.
I don't. Yeah.
They're
The
all
Office of
pedophiles
Oh, here
anyway.
he is. The Office of Management and Budget Director Russ Vaught has announced Friday that 2.8 billion in Chicago infrastructure project funding will be put on hold to prevent race baiting contracting. A move that came on the heels of an $18 billion infrastructure money in New York City and $8 billion in the Green New Scam funding from 16 blue states withheld earlier this week. By the way, some of that money was withheld from New Jersey too. So that was a local story here. Like, oh my God, Trump withheld money that we need for for our green energy projects.
But you're all
Thune
bullshit
argued,
anyway. They probably just
yeah,
pocket it.
yeah, that's bullshit. I don't buy, because if we're going to build these AI super centers, our electrical grid is not ready for it. We're going to have rolling blackouts. We're going to have blackouts for days in order to continue provide electricity for the AI data centers, just like what happens in Puerto Rico. But I think you said,
Guess
Steph,
what? The rich
what
people don't
happens
care.
there?
That's just more
What
poor people dying.
I'm quoting you here. What happens over there is going to happen here, and that's what it looks like going to happen in the next few
Do
years.
nothing, be happy, eat some bugs.
God damn it, I hate being right.
Yeah.
I don't want to be right, but I am right because again, the rich want to take about 90% of us out. They do not want us alive. They think we are cockroaches that need to be squashed.
They're the
Baby, you better
elites,
pack a
and
lunch if you're coming from me.
they're the elite, and we're not. So
Yep.
they don't care.
They don't
Thune
care.
argued that the administration and the Democrats have wrought by continuing to withhold their votes. They are allowing the administration to do the very thing that back in March they said they didn't want to give them the authority to do so, and that makes a decision like that, just like that. But that's what's going to happen.
And what are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Meanwhile, bipartisan talks are brewing in the background, though no real deal nor compromise has materialized. There's a suggestion of extending credits for another year after the government's reopening, or do a shorter CR to match up with the beginning of enrollment November 1st. Republicans engaged in talks are more keen to keep the government open until at least November 21st to allow appropriators to finish work on spending bills. Nobody's married to any of this. We got 45 days. We got to get the 45 days in effect first. Senator Mike Rounds of South Dakota said, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so shutdown. It's going to stay shut down. By the time we do the show next Friday, I think the shutdown will be over. Because Democrats will cave on this. But it's probably going to take a few days because they don't want to piss off their base. They want to grandstand and dig in their heels for a few days. They don't want to piss them off more. Let's say that.
I mean, and literally it's to the point where they're like, well, push back and stop all these budget cuts, because they don't understand. They're not going to cut the budget of rich people. They're going to cut your budget, which is, again, I am fucked if they literally cut out medical assistance. I don't know what I'm going to do, because that's what I rely on, because I can't afford healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't care about that. They want me and my son to delete. They want to delete us.
Where's that quote from, Sean?
Our alien overlord should be installed by then.
No, the one below it.
That's right. That's right, Wesley. Basically, the rich will take about 90% of us out, and the rest of them will be slaves. And then when they're done with the slaves, because they have AI, well, then they'll delete the rest of them.
I want to quickly mention the whole Bad Bunny drama, because I'm sure everybody heard by now. But
not again.
The Super Bowl, he's doing the halftime show for the Super Bowl next year. So of course,
that sounds like it kind of sold out.
Well,
the NFL's all scripted.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because he said he wouldn't do any shows in the U.S. because he's afraid of ICE hanging around the arenas and arresting his audience. So
the same Bad Bunny who did the what's that move that I showed a few weeks ago? that stuff you remember that the movie did at WrestleMania, Angel. The Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah.
I hate that movie.
He had a match. He had a match at WrestleMania a few years ago.
No, it wasn't him. He was at ringside with Damian Priest, I think. at that time.
No, I think he had a tag team match with Damian
Or
Priest
maybe it
versus
was
The
a tag
Miz.
team match. Yeah,
The
whatever.
Miz and somebody else. I think it was
Yeah.
John Morrison, but I forget. Yeah, so he's doing a halftime show next year for the Super Bowl, and the right is melting down about this. He doesn't speak English. He doesn't do anything in English. He just does it in Spanish. Blah blah blah. I'm like,
Of
then
course, they want us to hate immigrants. I was telling my dad this today. Isn't it funny that the rich want us to hate the immigrants? And I said, Dad, don't you think this is kind of funny that ICE goes and raids and sends those poor immigrants back to their countries, but they never go after the CEOs who hired them? He goes, oh, yeah, they
no,
do.
they don't.
One.
No, they
I
don't.
mean,
I cover
read,
this.
Someone posted in one of their groups on X that it was cringy, like when some of the people on the right wanted like Creed to do a halftime show or whatever. I said, not
God,
really.
yeah.
I'd rather have Creed do it than those awful mainstream artists that they usually do. So.
Oh yeah, they usually use like Rihanna and Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez.
I mean,
Terrible.
I listen to Creed.
Bad Bunny is better than all of them, but yeah, the point is also what's her face, the head of Homeland Security. I'm forgetting her name right now.
Nolan.
Thank you.
Christine Nome, the one who should be deleted like her dog was.
Yeah, she's saying that there will be ICE around the Super Bowl and checking
Oh
IDs
my
and
fucking
stuff.
God.
So yeah, that's why I'm surprised he agreed to do the halftime show.
See, this is why I say all rich people are not only pedophiles like Christina Nome. She literally should be deleted like her dog was deleted, because that's just animal cruelty, and she should be in fucking jail taking it up the ass from someone named Bubba. All right. Second of all,
okay, what were you gonna say?
Okay, second of all, the fact everyone doesn't get this. Where does all this racist shit come from? From the rich. The rich hate fucking immigrants. They hate fucking everybody else who isn't white or a woman, a white woman, or you're white, or you have to be a part of that Aryan race because somehow your genes are inferior if you are a popular brown person. This makes me sick. And literally what happens, rich people pass it down to poor people who are their sheep, and then the poor people repeat it as if they're fucking, oh, I'm really great, I'm a racist. No, you're a fucking dumbass whitewash bullshit. Stop believing in fairy tales.
What I was going to say was, do this, and it's, said something funny about Noam like a couple months ago. It's like, she looks like she's 20, but talks like she's 80 or something.
Yeah, she looks like terrible.
That's because she's had so much plastic surgery. It looks like her face is about to cave in. But I would literally have. He's a good-looking guy. But again, unless you are rich and you are white, they don't like you. They hate you. They don't want you in their club.
Yeah. So Trump advisor Orange ICE agents will be the 2026 Super Bowl where Bad Bunny set to perform. There is nowhere you can be.
I'd rather have.
Why don't you stop fucking kids?
I'd rather have Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson in there again because of what happened.
And if you missed that little bit.
CBS was fined, I think, $5 million for that. It's a record, at the time at least.
Oh my God! For God forbid we see fucking titties at the Super Bowl. Oh my God!
It was censored. It's
not like he took his dick out and fucked her right there.
Yeah, it's like
censored too. I mean, it
was a 7-second delay.
Yeah.
It's a 7-second delay. They had time to censor it, but it still got fined. So this is a quote from Corey Lewandowski. There's nowhere.
Someone who works at ESPN, not ESPN, CNN.
Yes, he works at CNN. To provide safe haven to these people who are in this country illegally, not in the Super Bowl or nowhere else. We'll find you, apprehend you, and put you in a detention facility and deport you. Know that the very real situation of this administration.
We need
contrary to how it used to be.
We need the Hitler meme.
It is so shameful.
At the beginning of Snow's show, the Elon Musk doing this.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, Elon Musk is not that much of a fucking retard.
It is so shameful they decided to pick on somebody who seems to hate America. They're so shameful that they decided to pick someone who hates America.
What does that mean, hate America?
Basically, they're saying that because Bad Bunny is pro-independence for Puerto Rico.
Oh
by
no!
definition hating America.
No.
God!
Trust me, he's more American than all you fucking rich
my.
politicians who are literally diddling kids.
I was radicalized too because after everything I've covered about Puerto Rico and everything that we've done on the show, I realized independence is probably the only option because the United States will never ever make Puerto Rico into a thriving state. They'll be if they're illegal aliens, I don't care if there's a concert for Johnny Smith or Bad Bunny or anybody else. We were going to do enforcement everywhere. We are going to make America safe. That is a directive from the president.
You want to make America safe?
Illegally,
put your fucking ass in jail, you fucking pedophiles. That's what will make this country safe, is if we get the fucking rich pedophiles out of fucking Washington and fucking out of Hollywood.
Somebody tells this
you ain't
dumb
coming
dildo.
After my kid.
Somebody tell this dumb dildo that Puerto Ricans are American.
No, let's just let her be a fucking racist bitch, so that way we can delete her like she deleted her dog. Honestly, that woman looks like her face is about to cave in because she has like this, and she could not have emotions because she could not express it.
I hate to quote Rolling Stone here, but they are actually right here. While negative responses to the halftime announcements echo century-long sentiments of Latinos as perpetual foreigners, it also reflects the fact that most Americans still do not know that Puerto Rico is a territory of the U.S. and Puerto Ricans have U.S.
They don't care because they're whitewashed. They are washed. They are brainwashed to the point of, well, white good and anything else bad.
Well, this is how my parents immigrated to the United States. They got on a plane, they landed in Newark, and that's it. Because they're already citizens. So
But why didn't they come through the door? I mean, this is how fucking stupid people are. There was no fucking door. Our ancestors, me and Alex, our ancestors came on a fucking leaky boat.
And Trump, where's your great big wall that you've been harping about? Where is it?
It's such a great wall. It's a big wall. It's a beautiful wall. I suck dick and I diddle little kids. I'm too busy diddling kids.
Terminator 2 is an awesome film. My favorite Terminator out of all of them.
I do like Terminator, the first one. And the second one.
The films after that were shit.
I didn't really like Terminator 3 or 4. Yeah, it was
the most recent Terminator, they ruined it to the point where it's like god awful. But
I do like Terminator 2.
The Terminator one, the one with the last one Arnold Schwarzenegger did, they like retconned everything. Like John Connor is now like.
Was that what it was called?
I remember what it was, but John Connor is now the bad guy. Apparently, they retconned everything.
The film before was Terminator Genesis.
I think that's the one where they retconned everything, and John Connor was like a heel or a bad guy.
Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton, but that also sucked. So
that one
because they're both like what, 80 years old. Jesus Christ!
And even when I hear Arnold Schwarzenegger right now, it still sounds like he's a character.
His accent is laughable at times.
Do it now. We need to do it now.
Come with me if you want to live.
So we do have to wrap up, but I'm gonna programming
son of a bitch.
It's like 9:13. We actually ran over by a lot. So Pro Wrestling Talk will air on schedule tomorrow 8:00. So because the Yankee game starts at 4. It shouldn't take 4 hours, so the game will be over before then.
Unless if it goes long in extra innings, possibly. Because remember,
that's the only way. Yeah.
No runner on second base rule in the postseason in extra innings.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it may go long if it goes.
Let's just hope for a quick and easy and Yankees win. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Well, me and Alex will be reviewing the wild card series and talking about the division series tonight at midnight Eastern.
Yeah.
So if you're in the West Coast, it's 9:00 Eastern, 9:00 your time. So you should be able to hang out if you want. Pro Wrestling Talk, we're on schedule Saturday 8.
I hope they can get back to the World Series.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
And then lose it. Oh.
Well, the
Dodgers aren't as good this year, so.
No, their bullpen is brutal. But the Yankees bullpen isn't that good either, so we'll discuss that more later. But
they did except for game. Well, it was mainly Luke Weaver, but they did.
It was game Luke Weaver. Yeah, he sucks. But but the rest of the
show. So
suck a dick.
So I'm going to revel
17.
in. I'm gonna love and talk about Cam Schlittler performance. See that? I think Chris Russo, Mad Dog, also said Schlittler. on his radio show.
Like,
I think
Chris Russo. I think he's hilarious.
Fuck
Yeah,
Vince Russo. He literally made
no,
himself
no,
a champ.
no, Chris,
Russo.
the sportscaster. Yeah.
I thought you said Vince Russo. I was gonna kick you for saying I like Vince Russo.
No,
I'm gonna kick you for that.
Chris Russo.
Sean says go Mariners. I mean, Mariners are playing the Tigers.
Yeah.
They're playing the Tigers tomorrow too. So
and that's why you don't fire H.A. Hinch. Look what he just did.
Yeah, he's, even though he was involved in that cheating scandal, he's still a great manager to his credit. Yeah. So he's able to come back from that and lead the Tigers.
If you're in a cheating scandal, then you cannot play. You cannot be a coach. I'm sorry. They should have done this to what's his name, Belichick. They should have taken him out of the NFL. Yeah.
Well, he's gone from the NFL now.
Yeah, now, but he retired with full pension.
But not because of the cheating. He retired from the NFL.
Yeah, he retired.
Coaching. No, he's coaching at North Carolina.
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't be a coach. He shouldn't even be a coach of Little League.
And his girlfriend is like, what, 20, 30 years old or something?
Yeah, that's because he's a fucking pedophile.
He's 73 or whatever. His girlfriend, like 50 years younger.
Well, you know, my girlfriend.
That's gross.
Young, you know, I'm coaching football, you know, right now.
And
I call bullshit that she's even 18.
Belichick wears like these like broken hoodies and stuff, and this girl is like
Belichick.
This girl is like 23 or whatever she is. It's obvious that she's using him for his money and to get famous herself. Because this is Bill Belichick, one of the greatest football coaches of all time.
Belichick.
Cincinnati.
I just saw a meme on my witch. It's like a pagan thing. It's like lick a witch. They're magically delicious. All right, nobody's licking me except for my husband. All right?
Oh, no.
Don't even go there.
No, don't even.
So,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna post that on my. Oh God.
On
Pro I'm gonna say the only people that have to lick me is my husband.
No.
On Pro Wrestling Talk on Saturday, we'll be previewing Crown Jewel
17.
Perth.
Shit, I wish I was 17 again.
We'll be previewing Crown Jewel Perth, which is takes place next Saturday, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Eastern.
It's an
But we also have to get through Wrestling Palooza because I have a lot to say about Wrestling Palooza.
I thought we reviewed that. We didn't?
No, we didn't review it. We previewed it.
Right, because we haven't
for so long.
Yeah. Okay, we have to review it then. Shit. I forgot about that. I thought we reviewed it already. It's been like 3 weeks since we've done a show.
It's in Australia this time, right? Did I read that correctly?
Yeah.
Yes, it's in Australia.
Yeah. Which is why it's at 8 a.m. start time here in the East Coast.
Hi, welcome to WWE. Who's ready for some matches, Mike?
Well, I'll be up because I do laundry that time anyway. So I'm not going to watch it live. I'm literally not going to be home, but I'll probably watch it right after when I come back. So, and then I'll review it.
I wonder if Nathan Jones is going to be there.
I doubt I'll watch it. I doubt I'm going to be able to see it.
And finally, we'll get to my clips. Finally.
Yeah, it's been nearly a month. I mean, I know, but one reason or another, either the electric goes out, my internet goes out, or I had something else to do. So it's been 3 weeks. I forgot we haven't reviewed for.
Tom, do you mean my cat that joins sometimes?
Yeah. We have a special guest. It's Alex's
Sabrina.
cat.
He's talking about Sabrina the Teenage Witch. There's a cat on that show, I believe. But I haven't seen it in 20 years.
That show. I thought you meant
Salem. His name was Salem.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. I'm on the Sabrina Teenage Witch kick right now. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, it was. His name was Salem because I had a girl cat that I named Alina Salem. It was a girl though.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure you check out all those other content coming today and tomorrow. I do have to go. It's almost 9:20. I'm way over. It's like hanging out with you guys so much in the chat and with you, Witchy and Alex. So we went way over this week.
And nobody's looking at me. Do not look at witch.
So yeah, me and Alex will be back in a few hours to review the wild card round and preview.
I'll have to see that tomorrow at work.
Which starts tomorrow.
You're right. Preview the wild card.
Yeah, we're previewing the division series and talking about the wild card round. So yeah,
I'll watch it tomorrow.
That's fine. Check out that and check out Pro Wrestling Talk tomorrow at 8, and we'll be back next Friday for Angel in the afternoon. So I'm going to take the rest of the week off because my throat's going to be really tired. So I want to thank everybody for watching this show. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Share the content because INN and me personally been I say blackballed, but shadow banned. I mean, which is pretty much said the same thing. So yeah, make sure you share, like the content, like, subscribe. And I just said that twice, but whatever. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm tired.
And remember, everybody, suck a dick.
There you go.
Go
Thank you very
Yankees.
and go Yankees. Yep. So have a nice weekend. I don't catch you in the other two shows, but if I do, hang out with me at midnight.